Smoke. 3,
Mouthpiece Incl.
2, we've got ignition. 1, we've got RIP takeoff. Hey, y'all, this is going to be a quick one. I know it's a lot of NFL football going on. Stand by and bear down. We're going to get in the conclusion of our 2025 Bears predictions. We got them in. We're going to briefly discuss the Parsons Pack move. All right. And then we'll give our Vikings week preview. We got some Super Bowl predictions out there. The Final Four, AFC chip, Papa Bear Hallis Trophy chip. We're going to predict that. And your division winners. We're getting that in right now. And we're going to have a JF1 watch. So if you guys can stand by, we've got some house cleaning to do. And Mouthpiece included will be starting in about 4 minutes. Please like, share, subscribe in the meantime. Appreciate y'all. Free the guys. Free all the guys.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
JJ, I heard you refer to yourself as a dog, a few times in this interview. I'm just curious, like, what type of dog are you? Because I was a dog and my bark was more like, hoo, hoo.
Oh, that's kind of bark you have.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, what type of dog is you? I don't know, because there's little dogs, there's medium dogs. Like, what type of dog is you? Because I'm a dog. What kind of bark did you have?
Like, you had that DMX bark.
Security camera video caught the moment a bear came nose to nose with Zoe Cadman's 17-year-old dog named Doodle in her living room Saturday night.
Doodle
The bear completely unfazed, even as Cadman tried to scare the bear off by screaming and roaring. It eventually left her Monrovia home after its casual stroll around her property. But this wasn't the bear's first surprise visit of the day.
In the contracts, all of that stuff, that takes care of itself when you win. And actually, that's my biggest fear is winning here more than it is anything else, because that's when it gets really hard and
air quotes problematic.
Please welcome the inspiring Heather Swanson.
Hey, Cleveland, you better hide the markers from your kids. Somebody colored in your Jesus.
Somebody colored in your ass with too much ass, fat ass.
Listening that you have a very strong opinion on LeBron versus Michael Jordan. We're in Chicago. I have to ask you what it is.
yeah. Next question. No. Both great players.
You at 20, Muhammad Ali at 20. Who wins this fight?
No man like him. Say from a boxing perspective, Ali is a fucking animal. He looks more like a model than a fighter, but what he is, he's like a Tyrannosaurus Rex with a pretty face. He's just mean and evil, and he'll take you in deep waters and drown you. It's not muscle memory, it's concentration. It's him doing it. Pop, 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 pop. I can't beat that, man. Hell fucking no.
That's paying homage to those that came before you. But LeBron James, on the other hand, running around talking about he's the GOAT, knowing you ain't fucking with no Michael Jordan. How about doing like everybody else and pay homage to the GOAT? See, you come off less arrogant and an asshole if you would just say, Michael Jordan is a monster, because he was a monster. That was Black Jesus. Yeah, you don't want that tongue coming out towards you, do you? You couldn't even handle Kobe. I remember Kobe locked your ass up in the All-Star game. Learn some humility, you big head, egotistical mother.
I will never be as great as Michael Jeffrey Jordan. MJ will forever be the GOAT of basketball.
With Shamar, what stands out to you about his skill set?
Yeah, look, I mean, he's athletic.
I think that was the first thing that we saw. You see, explosion and power with this player. I think he's got the right temperament for what we're looking for. I think we'll have to put the saddle on him and break him a little bit. But we'd rather have to pull the reins back.
What's your name, boy?
Rather than have to whip him to get him to go. We're excited about working with him.
Air quotes problematic.
Hey, are you Ben? I'm Rome, and this is Caleb. Can we play for the Bears?
I've never heard of you.
Really? We were the first-round picks last year. QB? Receiver? Well, it doesn't matter. Can we see your tablet?
What are you gonna give me for it?
I got $8.
I'm gonna need more than that.
So we got a signed jersey, a game ball, and front row tickets to the home opener.
That watch looks nice.
Yeah.
I think Chicago's done a nice job of adding to their roster, and you get a good football coach, as he said himself, in Ben Johnson.
Whoa!
Chicago Bears are the real deal all of a sudden.
Yeah, every year the Chicago Bears are the real deal.
Oh, don't use
Air quotes problematic.
All right, what's up, NASCAR fans? I don't know about y'all, but this President Obama is pissing me off. So I'm gonna do some dip and speak my mind. Today I'm gonna be dipping Vagisil regular strength anti-itch cream. Oh yeah, that's a big digger right there. So I'm pretty pissed off what I found out. I found out this Obama wants to put a bigger tax on gasoline.
That's when all the news came in about being in the South Park episode. Something about being poor and stupid was the theme of the episode.
Bring it on, Earnhardt. You scared of the competition? I'm just as poor and stupid as you. I'm gonna drive and I'm gonna go fast and I'm gonna turn to the left sometimes.
Can we just get back to the subject of racing, please?
Hell, bring it on, Danica. You dumb bitch think I can't steer left better than you?
Show starts 2 minutes.
Hey guys, can I share something with you?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, you know how I don't ever brag about my sexual exploits.
That would be an accurate statement, yes.
Well, last night,
Alina
and I got really kinky. She painted my toenails.
What? You serious?
Check it out.
What the hell is that?
Nail polish.
No, the foot. It's a child's foot.
Caleb.
My testicles, they like eased down and they put their hands right between my butt. Just pulled my drawers down and dug in my rectum.
The ringleader and now disgraced.
That Ain't That Network. Everybody subscribe to That Ain't That Network, man. I'm telling you, those guys are putting some real conscious material out on YouTube. A lot of people aren't aware of their content, but these are some very smart people that's very conscience forward.
Hey bros, what's going on? This is Cotton Eye. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.
Stand by, Karen.
Subscribing makes you feel good.
Bring a towel. When you get out of the water, you need to dry off right away to avoid catching a cold. That's why Tally says, don't forget to bring a towel.
Okay. Thanks, Tally.
You want to get high?
Bring that beat back, y'all. Bring that beat back.
Mouthpiece included.
TATN.
TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN. Mouthpiece included. TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN. Mouthpiece included. TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN. Mouthpiece included. TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN.
Yes, sir. We are black and in the building. Let's do it. Welcome to Mouthpiece Included. This is the pod where we speak upon Spolitricks. That's your fusion between sports, Polytricks, and everything in between, located somewhere in the collapsible superposition that only collapses upon your observation. Today, it's a quick show tonight. Quick show today. We're kicking off with the shockwaves from the Fudge Packers Nation blockbuster move to acquire Micah Parsons. Okay, charting how his arrival reshapes Green Bay's defense and the entirety of the North division and hierarchy. From there, we'll roll into our Bears game-by-game breakdown. We're going to forecast the final 9 games of the season. We already did the first 8 2 weeks ago. If you missed that, tune in. Then we'll be pinpointing the weeks where our beloved Bears can still win and the matchups that might leave us falling short. First up, Micah Parsons in Green Bay. We'll unpack the trade details, which I'm sure you guys have heard about, so it's going to be real quick. We're going to examine how Parsons slots into Matt LaFleur's scheme, and LaFleur is French for the flower, okay? And forecast which offenses suddenly have nightmares on the horizon. We'll debate whether the Fudge Packers front office has engineered a true contender or simply blown their cap space on hype. And what's up with the Bears media? Did they even ask your general manager? Did he make some phone calls? What offers did he make? As such, did he have an opportunity and such? Next, our Bears game-by-game predictions lay out the battles where Halter Top, also known as our quarterback, Caleb, I'm going to paint my fingernails, naysayers be damned, Williams, might finally click, plus the pitfalls that threaten to derail us. Then we'll declare our picks for each division winner, mapping out the NFC and the AFC races, and, with the division crowns. After that, we'll simulate the playoff bracket, naming our NFC, that's the Papa Bear Hallis Trophy winner, and the AFC championships, that's the owner of the Chiefs. His name escapes me right now. Championship contenders, and issue bold Super Bowl forecasts. Complete the Cinderella stories and bracket bustling upsets that will keep your imagination buzzing. Finally, we pivot to Spolitricks, exploring how league policies, player activism, and national headlines intersect every Sunday. Let's challenge our assumptions, refine our takes, and deliver the kind of granular insight the listeners crave, to the point where ever since we did our second show on Is the National Football League racist, I haven't heard one pundit simply refer to the athletes, the talented, the ones that were allegedly bred during slavery. I haven't heard one of them refer to how athletic they are, and I haven't heard them call any of the pinks smart. Baffling, mind-boggling. Maybe it's a change of consciousness. Maybe they're watching. Maybe they know we're on to them. Whether you're here for sports scheming or political shop turns, we've got your dose of insight with just the right amount of edge. This isn't just commentary. It's clarity served with heat. Ready? Let's put on our dirty air ones and pull up to Hallis Hall at 5 a.m, and let's get to work. We're not going to make any phone calls or make any damn offers because we don't want to win, because that's when our job's going to get more competitive and difficult. The panel is open. The link is pinned in the chat. So stand down, stand back, stand by, or pull up. But if you do pull up, do not forget to bring your towel or your mouthpiece. Do us a favor and click that like button and repost this. Get this out to the sports fans. It's Vikings week. This is a conference game. The views expressed in today's pod are those of the hosts, guests, and not necessarily reflective of TATN or any affiliates. So grab your mouthpiece eye and let's get started. All right, before we get the co-hosts in the building, big ups to Midwest Festivals presents Ancestral Echoes. That's your glamping house music fest. a full weekend of camping, glamping, great DJs, great music, dancing, and whatever shenanigans you got going on. Tay Milz Aesthetics. Find yourself in sunny Southern California, LA area specifically. Multicultural skin, body, weight loss pro. You can link with Tay Milz Aesthetics, licensed, bonded, fully insured. www.taymilzaesthetics.com. That's TAYMILZ aesthetics.com. Bella B Designs, 365@gmail.com. So you can hook up with Bella B at designs365@gmail.com for your personalized swag. Maybe one of the youths, is going off to college, and you're having a belated trunk party. You can put their name on there and everything. You know what I mean? Maybe you're announcing a new baby in the family. You can do all of that. All right. She'll personalize everything for you. All of these businesses are copper owned, operated, and controlled. Last but not least, Gym Recovery. Find yourself in a pinch, you need a tow, reach out to Gym Recovery. It's in the greater Chicagoland area. He'll pull up with a brand new tow truck, top of the line in the technology. Not AI yet, he's doing it all. And he's got a flatbed truck so that he can get you whipped and you home or to the mechanic safely. And you don't have to worry about your car being rummaged through by the rummagers. All right. That all being said, let's get Pope Leo's finest in here. He's a Leo lion, as it is. Packers week, opening Bears week. Oh, I now think I know why you're wearing your socks, because I think they won 4 or 5 straight. So you're feeling yourself, huh?
Yeah, my son had a baseball game this morning. That's what he plays for the Sox, and that's what I put on this morning. Yeah, no reason to change when I get home. But
they won like 4 straight last time I checked. It might be up to 5 now, man.
They're hitting, knocking the cover off the ball. They're increasing the defense, and they're playing much better offense than what we were seeing underneath the former head coach of the Chicago White Sox. So, hey, we got something to build on and a bunch of young players for next season.
So they only the Black Sox when they're cheating, caught up in scandal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're the White Sox. I'm going to start calling you guys moving forward the Pink Sox. You need to be adjacent to Wrigleyville, and they should move your stadium to Boys Town, and henceforth, you guys will be the Chicago Pink Sox.
Well, they want to move, but they don't want to go that far north. They want to remain on the south side. But I don't think they made the bid to where the soccer team has bought the land, part of the land that they wanted to use to build a new baseball stadium. So we'll see what
they're replacing you.
We'll see if Jerry comes off the cash to get her done.
Yeah, you guys are being replaced. All right. R.I.P. George Raveling, huh?
Yeah.
Condolences to his family.
Condolences to his family. Probably the original Jordan 1 deal, involved with Nike and Mama Dolores Jordan and, everybody Pink that they gave credit to getting the deal done to get Jordan away from he wanted to be a Adidas athlete and over to the Nike Upstart brand label, and the rest is continuing history. Absolutely. So condolences to his family.
Yeah, and
he was a good coach.
Exactly. And he wasn't cooning. He had to fight he broke a lot of barriers out there because they used to always suggest that he should be fired.
Yeah. They always want to fire us.
Yeah.
When it comes to them, it's like, how's he going to feed his family? How is he going to take care of his kids? How we can't fire him.
Yeah, but they found a way to fire Lovie Smith. Paying him under the table, paying him he's the lowest paid. All he did was just, he would have broke Mike Tomlin's record. You know what I mean? All he did was finish over 500.
All he did was win.
They
had the team out there. All he needed was a competent offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And and they keep bringing in talent. But the Bears had no interest. They were going out to dinner in the north suburbs, and they were telling them, "Oh, what's going on? The Bears, they didn't make the playoffs. They didn't make the playoffs. What are we gonna do?"
And you remember the Lovey too was ancient, but then they bring in Eberflus, who is doing the same thing.
Running the same damn defense, and they're still looking for a 10-win season since Lovey left, and we haven't found it yet. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens this year. I'm predicting at least 10 wins for this year's version of the Chicago
now, Lovey
Bears.
did used to have some brain farts during the game. His game sometimes used to be questionable.
Well, he needed an assistant head coach / office coordinator, but he couldn't get anybody in for the money that the Bears were willing to pay, and
because they couldn't be paid more than the head coach, which means they had to be underpaying everybody.
Yeah, so I mean, they gave him like $5 million on a second contract, but it was still, he was still a lame duck coach when they got rid of him. He only had a year or two left on his deal. I think maybe 1 year of his second deal. So nobody wanted to come in knowing that they could possibly be fired after going 10-6 in Chicago. I mean, some of the decisions that are made here in Chicago are unbelievable. But I digress. We move on to the 2025 version, the 40th year anniversary of winning the Super Bowl for the Chicago Bears.
All right, drop dead gorgeous Jay Cutler. Smart. He cut a deal with the prosecutors in Tennessee.
He's a thug, though.
Agreeing to plead guilty to 1 count of misdemeanor DUI as part of the deal. Prosecutors dismissed the weapon possession charge. Oh, they wouldn't have done that for little Pookie and Ray Ray.
No. He's got a gun and he's riding around drunk.
They would have dismissed the DUI, but they would have made him, because you got to take away your gun rights, Pookie.
Yeah, we got to put you on papers for these gun charges. So if you ever get caught with a gun again, you're getting 30 to life.
Yeah, because anybody who's licensed to carry knows that you're not supposed to be walking around shit-faced with that thing on your side.
Absolutely. It's not supposed to be part of the equation at all because of your lack of control while being inebriated. So the fact that they dropped charges knowing this guy was drunk and riding around with a damn weapon is unbelievable for
in Tennessee.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because they don't play that. They hold you accountable. That's a KKK state, if I remember correctly.
Hey, I mean, he played college football in Tennessee at Vanderbilt, so
yeah, it wouldn't have mattered for little Pookie if he played quarterback over there. It would have been a big scandal.
Yeah, so that would have been part of his work release program to go up there and clean out the garbage cans at the college university for repentance for being a little thug.
Cutler was reportedly sentenced to 4 days behind bars, but he's got some time before the sentence begins. They're going to give him a lot of time to get his affairs in order.
Yeah.
TMZ reports Cutler will likely serve his time later next month. He was also hit with a $350 fine and 1 year supervised probation. Wow.
Is that what they're giving thugs now? For DUIs and riding around with weapons?
Loaded pistol.
Yeah.
1 in the chamber. Cutler was arrested back in October, according to Franklin police, after he rear-ended another vehicle before trying to flee the damn scene.
Fleeing the scene, drunk, with a weapon with 1 in the chamber. Did he shoot at the car after he rear-ended him and he tried to flee the scene? Did he let one off in the air?
Nah, before that, he tried allegedly to bribe the driver that he rammed with a measly $2,000 in an attempt to avoid police involvement. Yeah. Right? I mean, the damages on any car is more than $2,000. And hell, my neck hurts, my back.
Yeah, he's a thug. And he knew he was drunk and carrying a weapon. So, what do you expect from those thugs that are riding around drunk, carrying weapons and running into cars. Did he
Because
have
not only
insurance?
did he have a handgun, he had a rifle.
Oh my gosh. He could
What's
have
he
killed
doing with him?
anybody
Why
out
does he
there.
have all of that?
He's in Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he
And
never thought. If they stop him and he's drunk and he's got a handgun and a rifle riding
And
around, they'll
$2,000
talk
in
to him.
cash.
Yeah, they'll talk to him. Hey, yeah, come on,
Yeah, officer.
Jay.
Take this
Let's make it
2,000 and
on.
suck me off and then let me go. You know what I mean? That's probably what he's used to, huh?
Yeah. His problem was he had an accident, and the driver wasn't going. The driver knew he probably told the driver who he was. Hey, I'm Jay Cutler of the Chicago Bears.
Right.
I got $2,000 and we can make this go away. Oh no, buddy.
No. Cutler was charged with DUI possession. Okay, driving under influence. He has not spoken publicly on his arrest, which we always tell Pookies and Ray Rays to learn. You don't have to. Yeah, you don't even have to come out and say that. Just have them talk to your peoples, if that. Yeah. But his ex-wife, Kristen Cavallari, briefly mentioned the situation on her Let's Be Honest podcast. Cavallari only says she hoped Cutler gets the help he needs. All right. So yeah.
Was he a thug at home also?
Yeah, I think that's what she's alleging.
Yeah, she's alleging something.
And was he not looking at his playbook because he was drunk?
No, definitely not looking at the playbook. He was. Did they test him for the booger sugar? Anything else that
no,
could have been involved? Could have been involved in the accident where he rammed the back of somebody else's car and then tried to bribe him.
I don't know, but Drop Dead Gorgeous, Arch Manning. I can't help but think again, if he was Pookie or Ray Ray, being projected to be the #1 overall pick in the Heisman Trophy, and he went up there and laid that smelly fart he laid out there,
like Caleb Williams did against Notre Dame.
Yes. You know what I mean? That if he was a Shedeur Sanders and did that, I think the narrative would be a lot different than all of a sudden the defensive coordinator for the other team is fucking
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick or Buddy Ryan.
On his way to get, well, he did coach for Bill Belichick. Oh, did he?
I don't know, but he's not a Buddy Ryan. And again, I'm not against the kid at all.
Yeah. No, he's a good kid. Great family.
He even said he has to play better, but all they're doing is making excuses for him. What's your take?
We know that there's some chili con carne going on. We know there's some shade. The fact that you made Shedeur, the collusion to make Shedeur go into the 5th round and beg to get on the field for a team. They could have won a game today, but they cut their damn veteran kicker for a rookie, and he was point shaving. We got to get back into that gambling thing for sports. We got to have another sports gambling show because I think it's reared its ugly head this week. But back to especially after watching that Thursday night game, and all the money they're paying CD Lamb to catch footballs. Woo-wee!
Well, one of them they're calling a drop. I mean, come on, man. He had the safety coming down over. He was like exposed. I mean, one of them, bro. I was like, okay.
The one he had to die for, yeah.
Yes, they're calling that a drop.
But that first one, Dak made a man throw on that pass. It hit that man in stride, right in the hands, and
Is Dak a meme? He comes out there, he talks against Colin Kaepernick when he was kneeling. He comes out there and let that kid spit right in his face and sits there and takes it like a prostitute on Washington and Chicago or Figueroa.
Yeah, is Dak carrying purses to the game? I
don't know, but they missed the whole point of the story. This kid spit right in your helmet, and you didn't grab his face mask and do something.
Yeah. Well, he's coming from the position of a veteran.
I don't want to hear none of that shit.
I affected the game and at least got a 15-yard penalty. I
Bro,
had no idea.
You spit on an 85-year-old man, he's gonna grab your face mask.
Yeah, grab him by the face and the mask and grab him by the nuts and get him on the ground. And my offensive lineman that was standing in front of me pummeled his ass.
Correct. Because Dak ain't a small dude.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's Jalen Carter out there, but ain't no way in hell, Ace.
Yeah. He got what he wanted. Got the guy out of the game. They didn't win, but
yeah, he got what he wanted. He liked it.
There was some point shaving going on in that game.
Yeah, he liked it getting spit on.
Like,
and they're making a whole big deal out of it, talking about culture. This is what the Bears didn't want in their culture. I would have loved it. What's his name? Donald? Was that his name? The guy, Donald, the guy that played for the Rams all those years? He was doing that in Detroit.
Yeah, and Bill Romanowski, and they've been spitting on players for years. I mean, get out of here.
Yeah, now they're singling out Jalen Carter.
Now they're Jalen Carter spitting on the damn Packers before every damn game, going right to midfield and spitting right on them.
Yes, it's not his fault they gave him the booger sugar and the mix right before the game. Why is he up there? Why is he a captain? Why is he up there anyway? Who's in charge over there? You know what I'm saying?
They're like, hey, why's that guy out there?
Yeah.
Now, who was in charge of this son bitch today? He had one job.
Dennis Allen wouldn't have had that guy out there. Dennis Allen would have had the reins on that boy.
He pulled him back. Yeah. There's no way he'd let him run around by himself before a nationally televised game, knowing, how he gets hyped up for games and what they got going on in the clubhouse.
Got him running up talking to the quarterback.
Quarterback at the Dallas Cowboys on national damn television with 50 HD cameras watching him spit on this guy.
But it's a rivalry. So imagine in my world, I have Jalen Carter. I would have had Michael Penix as my backup, Justin Fields, who we're going to discuss in a moment, still would have been the starter. We'd have had a bunch of more dogs with some character issues that we would be able to get in the hall, right? And then imagine if Jalen Carter is doing that in the Packers game and he spits right out there on Jordan Love. Would you like that or would you not like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna love that. Spit right on him and go there, kick him in the knee.
It's a rivalry.
Yeah. And on your way back to the sidelines, give Micah Parsons an elbow in the back and get on the sideline and we'll talk about you going back out there in a little while.
Because you don't know what his motivation was. I'm sure he doesn't appreciate that, that whole persona that gives off. He didn't support Micah Parsons to get his money. You know what I mean? Like defensive players probably don't like all that, bro.
Right. Especially the Kaepernick situation. You even had the situation where the basketball players might be going back. Who was the basketball player? Kenyon Martin went and busted the mailman's head for Isaiah Thomas. So it might have been his motivation to get back at Dak for Colin Kaepernick and his lack of support.
Correct.
A situation that the whole league.
And maybe he knew the mailman was messing around with a 16-year-old minor.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't know their motivations, but they come out here
we don't know what's anybody.
He's a monster. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's killing babies.
Yeah.
Get him off the football field. There's no way he should be playing. There's no way he should be playing football if he spit on Dak Prescott at the beginning of the division game to start the season on national
rivalry
television. Are you kidding me? Yeah. She grabbed Dak by his face mask and humbled him like they let Charles Martin do to Jim McMahon back in the day.
And Dak didn't really explain because they did show Dak. Well, there's some subtleties, bro. I'll be around people and now they want to spit. They spit around. They're usually foreigners. They're making some sort of statement, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could have spit any fucking time. Yeah.
You could have had a little towel boy to bring you a towel. You could have spit the towel or got you some Gatorade or H2O, whatever the hell, and spit all of that out and made it look, but just to spit spit at me when you're walking by, and
Right.
now I'm supposed to sit there and take it because
Right.
you're Dak
That's
Prescott.
all I'm saying.
You
We're
got-
trying to give this some perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
kid's never spit on anybody else, to our knowledge. You know?
No, not to our knowledge.
Yeah.
And we don't know what's in Dak's heart, and
We sure don't.
know what.
And we don't know what he
Yeah.
said, but they want to
Yeah.
believe everything out of his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, we're going to do a JF1 watch week after week. Now, Justin Fields, okay, he went 16 for 22.
Diesel, are you listening?
Well, Diesel is one of those guys, they don't believe, That's why everybody moved off of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's the greatest running back in the quarterback room.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is all we were saying when the Bears were like, he's got Diesel. I want to see him throw 40 times a game. Why? He's not Aaron fucking Rodgers. He's Justin fucking Fields. And this is what we were saying. This guy should be throwing the ball 25, 30 times max a game.
Yeah.
You know what I
That didn't
mean?
work for Aaron Rodgers either. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So he was 16 for 22, 218 yards, and 1 TD pass, right? But then when you go to rushing, he had let's see, player stats. Jets. Rushing, he had 12 carries, 48 yards, 2 TDs rushing. So that's 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 270 yards pretty much for the game. Drop dead. Go ahead, bro.
But he only had 200 yards passing.
Yeah, that's what they did. Yeah, this is a passing league.
Yeah. It's a touchdown league, you son of a bitch. You got 3 touchdowns for you.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. He had no turnovers. You know what I mean?
Right.
And this is his first game in a new system.
Right.
You know. Now, Aaron Rodgers, 22 for 30, 244 yards total, which is less than what Justin had. He had 1 extra touchdown because he had 4 touchdowns, no picks. He balled, but he didn't get you any. He got you 1 rush for a -1.
Mm-hmm.
Standing back there like a statue.
Yeah. I mean, we got to talk to this Aaron Glenn, their defensive head coach, about what the hell happened. I mean, what happened?
Right. Justin ain't clutch. He took him down there and got them a touchdown late in the 4th quarter to give them the lead.
But I mean, coming into the game, what is their offense? It's Aaron Rodgers, airing the ball out, and if you can't set up a game plan to stop that, I mean, come on, what are you doing? Everybody's shown that for the last few years that Aaron Rodgers is washed up. You come out with this big bad Jets defense and a new offense, and you can't stop them at all.
He had 119 quarterback rating.
No,
Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So
No
the Bears, your GM.
No interest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's the smartest guy, and he's the smartest farter in the room.
You got a 6'4" Adonis over here. You know what I mean? Athlete, a dog. You know what I mean? You didn't have to give him up for a 6th-round pick. I know we talk about this all the time, but you could have still had him in the Bears uniform.
We still could have been banking those picks. We'd have had so much damn money in the bank. We still be under the cap. We still be picking out players to build this franchise for the next 10 damn years. And now you're trying to renegotiate contracts and save cap money here and there because you went to free agency and paid everybody up the ass to fix this mess you had with Eberflus and to save your damn job.
And to make Caleb look good by any means necessary. When you did the total opposite, you made Justin look bad by any means necessary.
Yeah.
We're going to saddle him with a dumbass coach. We're going to bring in the dumbest coaches we can get, like you said, to extend your job.
Yeah, and it worked out.
Because according to Courtney Cronin and the local media meatheads, that every GM gets 2 head coaches minimum, and every GM's get their own quarterback. According to Courtney Cronin, who's from Minnesota.
Yeah, no, this is Chicago. Papa Bear he didn't throw money around like that.
No, he sure didn't. He squirrels pennies into manhole covers.
And the fact that we're in the situation that we're in now. With money coming, we got a new stadium deal because of the president of the team, and we got a general manager who might as well skip the damn 3rd round of the draft every damn year. So fire poles.
He said to spit on a Walter Payton. We got B Shep in the chat.
All right.
He made some message, but he did this. Justin Fields had a great game. 3 TDs, no turnovers, 260 plus yards, 119 plus passer rating. Jets are in good shape. If they could play good defense and not make mistakes on special teams. And isn't that all we were saying that the Bears needed?
Yeah.
Everybody was saying that wins and losses are a quarterback stat.
Yeah, we need to throw the ball 75 times a game, and Justin has to score 8 touchdowns a game, and he's got to take us down in the fourth quarter of every game and score a touchdown for us to win the game every damn game.
Yeah, he's got to be Patty Mahomes and Tom Brady and the kid on Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No thought about building the damn defense.
Yeah.
No thought about building the running game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No thought about he could be like a Justin Herbert, which is all we were saying. I mean,
That's all.
I mean the guy on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Yeah, that's what we were saying. You could put this thing together like that.
Yeah, run the offense, put your big, tough defense out there. If it comes down to it in the fourth quarter in November, December, and you need 2 yards or you're 3 yards from the damn end zone, you run a damn bootleg, and nobody can even catch this damn guy. He's running a 4.40. That's
yeah,
a
they better have
quarterback
a big
position.
safety because if it comes down to him and the safety, he's going to run that
Oh,
safety
yeah.
over.
Yeah.
And he's proven.
And we've seen it in his earlier years. Now imagine him
loved it.
getting stronger and stronger.
He was
and
hurting
smarter.
linebackers, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't like that. They wanted fingernail painting and halter tops.
We don't know what's in his heart.
We're going to get to him later.
right.
B-Shep said, go Bears. Bear down, B-Shep. All right.
Yeah. bear down.
He made some comment he retracted. So he retracted it. We don't know what it was. He said it sounded funny until he wrote it. And he said to spit on a Walter Payton Man of the Year of all people. I think he's talking about Dak Prescott is a Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah. A Walter Payton
comment.
Man of the Year would have been down with Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. All right.
Most definitely.
Yeah. FBG trade. We don't want to spend a lot of time on this. I wanted them in Chicago. You're in Diesel or some sort of, we don't want them. You guys got bougie in the city of Chicago.
It's $200 million. We knew he was hurt.
You got the National Guard coming. Look at you. It's the team's money. It's $200 million. I don't pay him his money. Let's get him in here and let's get those 14, 15 sacks he's getting every season. And force fumbles.
Somebody else can pay him. Yeah.
You guys are no different than Ryan Poles.
I wanted
Talk about you want to win the North and never give it back. The
Yeah.
Packers do what's necessary to win the division. We
Yeah.
sit on our hands waiting for next year.
Okay, you're right. Now, if anybody gets hurt on their team, they'll never be able to pay another. They'll never be able to find out. They're going to build through the draft, I guess.
Yeah, you like flexibility, you like Poles. You guys, I want to be able to do the splits. You know what I mean?
I don't like anything like polls. I just want to be in a position to make some moves.
Bro, they only gave up late first round picks. Those we don't do anything with that. We come, like they gave up 2 late picks and they gave up a position player, bro. Like
we don't do anything with picks.
But you got to pay the money, but you got your quarterback on this rookie contract. So fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Bears had no interest.
You guys. And then he ends up across town, in a neighboring state.
Right in the division.
At a rival. And you guys are okay with it. Sitting there on your hands, twirling your thumbs.
I'm not okay with it. I'm sure the Dallas put another a team ahead of them in the playoffs. A team that's ahead of them in the playoffs. They gave one of their best damn players. I mean, talk to the Dallas Cowboys. I would have sent his ass to the AFC somewhere, like Denver. Yeah.
That's where to the Raiders or something like that.
Yeah, there's no way he'd still be in the NFC, and I got to look out for him every year trying to make the playoffs. That's absolutely insane.
I mean, I see your point. If he wants that money, send him to a place like that. And like the same thing happened to Tyreek Hill. Now he's not happy in Miami.
Yeah.
Well, you could have been sitting there winning Super Bowl after Super Bowl.
No
but
interest.
You wanted the bag.
You want the bag, and you were going to get the bag. I mean,
it wasn't going to be as much, but you weren't going to be in poverty.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have had 10 babies mamas, but you could have had at least 6.
Yeah, and you weren't going to be in your hometown getting harassed by local pigs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're going to get harassed by pigs, you might as well have stayed in KC.
Yeah. I mean, they just make a phone call. Andy Reid be like, hey, come on.
Yeah, and like you said, you was going to get the bag because you was catching balls from Mahomes who was looking for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You was going to get the bag.
I mean, all you got to do is run out there wide open. You know, you're the fastest, quote unquote, player in the NFL.
Damn.
And you had a Hall of Fame quarterback.
I would like to see Hall of Fame Velus Jones race him. But go ahead, you guys. Yeah, because I'm not buying it. I bet you Velus Jones will smoke his ass. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
Pick up Velus Jones. We need to put him on the practice squad.
Whatever Walmart he's at.
Go out and sign him.
No, he's done. But I don't understand them trading him in the NFC, and I don't understand a lot of things Jerry Jones does. I'm watching this Cowboys documentary, and I'll further comment on Jerry Jones once I get to the end of it. But he's an idiot. He's a smart, rich idiot, but he's an idiot.
Yeah, he's from Arkansas, so I mean, what do you expect?
I mean, he lucked up. He lucked up and ended up with playmaker Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, and Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah,
as the head coach, and he screwed that whole damn thing up by being arrogant and won credit for winning the damn Super Bowl.
Well, he's one of those organizations win championships guys.
Yeah. How's that working out for the last 30 years?
I don't know. Ask the Chicago Bulls. They were that too.
Yeah.
You know.
How's that working out? But I mean, did we want a all-pro 26-year-old pass rusher?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we wanted him. Absolutely. The 2 draft picks, if we would have had the draft capital, we would have kept. If we would have had JF1, absolutely.
I could care less about what Ryan Poles would do. If we had him, our draft picks were going to be low 20s, and I could care less what Ryan Poles would select in those rounds with that type of pick. He's going to go on Chat GPT, and he's going to come out with somebody. This guy hasn't walked in 2 years, and this other guy, he's a right tackle, but we're going to bring him in here to be left tackle. Ryan Poles, everybody.
I digress.
We should have
brought Michael Parsons here.
You're damn right. We need dogs, bro.
You always need dogs. And we had one at the number 9 pick in the draft, and we passed on. We could have made the deal to get him in Chicago, especially knowing that Green Bay was on the clock and on the damn phones. I don't give a damn what you told they ass. Tell them anything. Maybe we could have reneged. Maybe we would have made the deal. Who knows? But if you know the Packers are bringing that guy to your division, and they're going to all out to win the damn division this year, get the damn deal done.
And you pass on Jalen Carter, and you know Chicago's traditionally a Bears defensive thing. You got Dennis Allen. You know what I mean, with his blitz packages, man. They was about to go crazy, bro.
Yeah, we'd have been sending blitzes from Parsons and Brisker and Spider-Man, Gordon and one of those linebackers, Hippolyte.
Yeah,
it'd have been blitzes coming from every damn where.
And if you're telling me, all right, some of those players you just mentioned, we got to start worrying about paying them. Well, let's get this Super Bowl and flirt with this Super Bowl and the next Super Bowl before we start worrying about that. And if Ryan Poles is too busy to do his damn job, then fire his ass.
I tell you, winning. It really gets hard when you start winning.
That's what I'm concerned with. Winning.
What? What? If you didn't fire his ass that day, I guess they were never going to fire him.
When you start making money, it's more problems. And that's what I'm worried about, making money.
been around the world.
Here we go. This was sent to me by you. We got the quarterbacks making history. The quarterbacks, 16 quarterbacks. What's your quarterback name? I can never think of his name. Great businessman, played in Chicago.
Vince Evans.
Vince Evans. Got to be feeling good today.
Absolutely. He's loving this.
So we got 16 black quarterbacks starting week 1.
Sweet.
Bryce Young, number 1 overall. Cam Ward, number 1 overall. Caleb Haltertop Williams, number 1 overall. CJ Stroud, number 1 overall.
Number 2.
Dak Prescott.
He was number 2.
Oh, was he? Who went before him? Oh, Bryce Young.
Bryce Young, yeah.
Dak Prescott, I think he was a 2nd or 3rd rounder.
Yeah.
Geno Smith was a 2nd or 3rd rounder. Wasn't Jalen, was he late 1st round or 2nd?
No,
3rd?
he was 2nd round. He was he was picked right after we picked Cole Kmet.
Cole Kmet, yeah. We went for the company plant over this winter. Jaden Daniels, number 2 overall.
Yeah.
Not Jordan Love.
Into the 1st round.
That's right. They developed him, Justin Fields was a 9th or a 10th pick.
Top 10.
Kyler Murray, he loves video games, and he could be Caleb Williams' brother. Can he? They could be related.
Brother. He balled out.
All right.
Lamar
Jackson, have some realistic dreams, Lamar. We can switch you to safety. You know what I mean? Change your position, and we can give you some money and draft you in the 1st round. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Your mother can negotiate a contract.
Your mama.
She's not smart enough.
She's not smart. She's
you
not
need
from
an
the help. Yeah. Now, it's 4 MVPs later, which he should have had 4. I know he's got 3 or something. Dominating the league. Michael Penix, the guy we passed up on, who I said in my system, I'd have had Justin Fields in here right now, doing what he did today and more under this new coach. And I would have had Michael being developed under this new coaching staff, sitting in the cut, waiting for Justin to either take a stare or we move off of him. When you move off of him, you got to have somebody to move on to.
Right.
Okay, Courtney Cronin and all you meatheads.
Same thing that Atlanta Falcons have done, apparently.
Correct.
Yeah.
Same thing Minnesota Vikings moved off somebody. They had somebody to move on to. You don't just move off of them. Patty Mahomes, 1st rounder. We passed up on him.
No interest.
Russell Wilson, I think he was a 2nd rounder. We had no interest in him whatsoever.
No interest.
Spencer Rattler, he's some sort of ginger. He's got that name. He's probably part of the foster. Karen, you're going to have to do some research, foster care system. I put money on it. He grew up in the suburbs with pink family.
No.
No?
Well, he's tied in. He's tied in with Haltertop. I think Haltertop came and relieved him in a championship game, and they won the championship game.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that name Spencer Rattler. I thought he was pink until I looked at this picture.
Yeah,
now,
he's probably partial.
The Bears had no interest in Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Jalen Hurts. Didn't even talk to none of these people. Jaden Daniels.
No interest in talking to Jaden Daniels.
None of these people. Let's see here. Lamar Jackson.
No interest.
Oh, we were smelling our farts. We're always listening to the national media, our organization.
No, he's not a prototypical quarterback.
And we can't control the other guy in the locker room. He's not fitting our culture and blah, blah. They always listen to the national freaking media when teams like the 49ers, these teams that traditionally win, the Cowboys, Kansas City Chiefs, the Eagles, they go after these players.
They go out and find football players.
What do you mean? They're not looking for choir boys?
No, they're looking for damn football players. You guys that can fill out the damn room.
They're not looking for plays. They're not looking for people to get the Walter Payton Award. Yeah.
No, they're not looking for that shit. I mean, it's great if it falls upon one of our players every year. You know, every team gets to nominate some damn body, but yeah, they're looking for football players.
And the Walter Payton Award should be a combination of a dog who's doing the great work. You should have to be doing both.
Yeah, I think they turn it political.
Yeah, it should be an all-pro who's done the most charities. All right, but Michael Penix, who once again I wanted, we had no interest.
No interest.
Never talked to him.
No.
Patty Mahomes, who lets us know every time he plays us, his goal is to score 50 points against the Chicago Bears from here into perpetuity.
I understand it.
Didn't even talk to him.
No interest. We had a guy that was driving a Camry that we fell in love with.
Oh, well, that impressed us. He showed up in an old Camry to the meetings.
He's humble.
Wasn't even driving an American car.
Yeah, driving a Toyota Camry. He was humble. Yeah.
And then
Started 1 year in college.
We got Russell Wilson. I don't believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think we brought him in and talked to Russell Wilson. There was no buzz in the city.
No, there's absolutely no interest in Russell Wilson. He was a color quarterback. Come on. From Wisconsin.
Yeah. Right there in our backyard.
Yeah, no interest.
Okay. And then Spencer Rattler, I don't know. I don't know enough about him to care. I had no interest in him, but not saying I'm right all the time. I'm just saying I had no interest.
I don't think New Orleans should have any interest, and they need to be about the business of finding another quarterback, and they should have drafted Shador.
They sure should have. Or
so I don't give a damn.
They should have
about
made a
them.
move for Justin and drafted Shador, just like Cleveland should have gotten Justin.
Yeah. Everybody's smelling their own farts. This guy, Chicago moved off of him. Why should we take him? Trying to win football games, you dumb son of a bitch. This guy's running a 4.440. He started X amount of games in the NFL. If you feel that you got the right coach with the right system, bring in the right damn quarterback and get it done.
Yeah, but they wanted him to look like a prototypical, get to that back of his drop and release the ball. Everybody's got to play the same way.
Yeah, they don't.
It's like taking Michael Jordan and making him play like prototypical Larry Bird.
You got to stop all that jumping. Right here is where you make your money.
Stop running so fast. We need you to slow down a little bit. Play at Bird's pace. You're going too fast for the other players.
8 feet out to the damn 3-point line. Our new 3-point line. That's where you're going to make money at in the future. So,
and don't get me wrong, Bird was a dog. He's on my top 5.
Learn to hit that jump shot. But Bird could, Bird will put in work inside, outside, at the 3-point line. Anyway, you need to work.
Dog in him too. You know what I mean? He came run. They said he came to an all-star game and looked at 5 monkeys. Which one of you niggas? None of them got up and slapped the shit out of him. I'm like, they love him for his stupid, don't they? Right. Imagine somebody coming in empty. Which one of you niggas? Wait a minute. Wait. We're going. Right.
No, you can't. That's Larry.
That's Larry. It's
Larry,
funny.
Larry about to get his ass whooped, Larry.
Knowing he from Indiana too?
Yeah.
Larry,
French lick.
Yeah, French lick. You about to get a learning lesson, Larry. All right. So the Bears named 5 team captains as opposed to the 11 or 12 Eberflus has been naming. What's your take on that?
2 on offense, 2 on defense, 1 on special teams. Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah, they. I think Grady Jarrett got named.
Yeah.
Joe Tooney. Okay.
Dog.
Kevin Byard, the third.
Veteran dog.
Cairo Santos.
Yeah, he's a all-pro kicker.
Okay. So Joe Tooney, Grady Jarrett, Kevin Byard, Cairo Santos, and Captain Caleb Williams. That was a surprising announcement. I told you I'd have humbled him.
Yeah, absolutely.
He'd have been carrying bags this year since they didn't make him carry bags last year.
Yeah. Probably because the offense is so young. You already had Tooney on the O-line. Who are you going to give it to in the running backs room?
It was a voting process, he said. He let the peers vote for it.
Yeah, I probably would have voted for DJ Moore as captain or
he'd be yapping too much. And they didn't see him in camp this year. So
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He probably would have been voted in over Kevin Byard if he was there.
DJ.
Yeah.
No, he should have been voted in over Caleb.
Oh, DJ Moore. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of cornerback.
Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, I'm thinking Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, fuck him. We'll see what he does when he gets on the field. But
they maligned DJ Moore. He's Pookie.
Yeah.
Those meatheads don't like him.
Well, they
fix your face. They don't like his showing emotion and stuff.
I don't know if it's polls or it's the media or it's the meatheads.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to try and run that contract out of town.
Yeah, are they already going to do that?
Yeah.
So they can win on the new guy's rookie deal.
Odunze's rookie deal and
Odunze and the other dude,
Luther Burden's rookie
Luther
deal.
Burden 3, because Pole's already talking about he's going to be better than all of them.
Well,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, why'd you bring these people in here?
Right. Why'd you give this guy $100 million last year? For, you had the opportunity to get Luther Burden and you got Rome Odunze.
Yeah. They want to move off. Now, if I could move off DJ and bring in a dog, which is I've been wanting, bro. You can't be Chicago Bears without the dog middle linebacker. If I can bring in a dog MLB or a dog running back, I would consider moving off DJ since you have these other assets.
Yeah. It's got to be the right move.
Yeah.
It's got to be the right move. And you got to see what these guys are going to do during the regular season. They haven't done anything. One's a sophomore player, and the other guy hasn't played one damn game in the NFL. So,
I mean, I call the Jets because the Jets would be interested knowing that Justin likes to get the ball to him and get Justin another weapon.
What are we going to get from the Jets? So?
Yeah, they probably wouldn't want to give up that dog running back they got.
Priest Hall?
They predicated on him. But yeah, Priest Hall would have to be in the considerations.
But all you got to do is make a phone call.
That's all I'm saying. You got to have a discussion.
Yeah.
And don't devalue DJ to make these moves because that's what poses in the media.
Yeah, I don't think he really wants to keep playing in the NFL.
Caleb don't like him, and Caleb don't look for him. And look at his
he got bad body language.
Yeah,
but we want your best player for him. How's that sound? You don't want to do it? Oh, okay. Well, I tried.
I don't know. I'll take a 6 for it. Give me a 6 for him. We're just gonna move off of him because Courtney Cronin said it.
His contract's too big.
So yeah, we got 5 guys, and then they got the court is gonna name a 6th.
Okay.
Every week by week.
Oh, okay. Game day captain. That's what's up.
Yeah, I forgot who they named this time. I forgot how they named. I think it was some ceremonial somebody or some shit.
No, it's the Sweetness family.
Yes. Jared Payton.
Jared Payton and the whole damn family.
Is it the whole family or Jared Payton?
The whole family honorary captains.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So they're gonna be on the sideline motivating the team. They're gonna be in the locker room.
No, they're just gonna go out there and flip a coin or whatever. Commiserate the 40th anniversary of us not winning another Super Bowl, and go right up to the skybox.
Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah. Ben Johnson wants him out of the way. And we'll see. Shout out to Ben Johnson as we'll check back in on the FGB and the Lions score. My reason for wanting him as the Bears head coach is addition by subtraction, and it looks like
you did
Lions. The Lions need him as a play caller
and the defensive coordinator too.
Yeah,
the brother.
Yeah, Aaron Glenn is out
at the Jets
with the JETS, Jets. Yeah.
All right, we've been talking about this controversy loading. Tyson Bagent, everybody. Caleb Williams, you are on the clock. It's put up or shut up time.
Ooh, man.
Are you the future or not? They'll know. They'll know after this season, like, yeah, we got a chance with this guy, or uh-oh. So, couple things. Number one, and I'm not putting these guys in the same conversation, but they just signed the backup quarterback.
It's literally what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
years for $10 million with the chance that the contract to go to $16 million.
Burpee, broad jump. Burpee, broad jump. 1 mile. I don't know. I ate a lot after that. It was nice.
Is that Caitlyn Jenner?
They don't think he stinks. Okay? Just they don't think he stinks. I'm not putting them in no job jeopardy, but are you going to be the future or not?
If you're not doing it, then what are you doing? Somebody should have asked them that. I mean, this is retarded. This is how this generation talks.
Yeah,
Burpee,
this guy's second year.
1 mile.
He says $10 million with the chance that the contract to go to $16 million.
Burpee, broad jump. Burpee, broad jump.
Yes,
1 mile. I don't know. I ate a lot after that. It was nice.
Put those shorts on.
They don't think he stinks.
Yeah,
okay? They don't think he stinks. I'm not putting them in no job jeopardy, but are you going to be the future or not? Play. The number one thing Caleb has to do is play faster, is to not play hero ball, is to not hold on to the football. Part of his job in development this year is make the offensive line look better instead of making the offensive line look worse. It's a big burden. It's an unfair burden.
Same thing they did to JF1. You know they're going to be on Caleb's ass on Monday Night Football, aren't they? And everyone's concerned that he's holding the ball and he's not picking up this offense. They're going to be showing Tyson on the sideline doing
warming up and sweating. Then they're going to show Tyson's dad. He's got his dad here, and
his family, and he's
so
poor.
funny.
His family's poor, and he's got money for him now.
Yeah, they're poor and stupid too. So there's no reason you shouldn't give him a chance.
And they're gonna be. This is all the Justin guys were saying is that if you've been a Chicago Bear fan, this is what they do to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
They troll us.
That's going to be the biggest part of his growth.
Air quotes problematic.
All right.
Biggest part of his growth. He's a backup quarterback. He had a good preseason, but damn it, that's against vanilla.
It's brewing, bro. It's brewing. So are you telling me you don't have a problem with that? Like you don't think Caleb's job is in jeopardy?
Absolutely not. Caleb is our quarterback. I don't give a damn what these damn meatballs say, and he's on the clock with Ben Johnson. If he doesn't get the offense in 3 weeks, are you kidding me? Jared Goff took how many years? Come on.
First off, if Ben Johnson is who you say he is, Ben Johnson is going to have the plays in there that he knows Caleb can run. He's going to have things ready because that's the kind of coach he is. You know what I mean? He's going to pare things down.
He came in the town saying that. I'm tearing it down to the damn 2x4s. Yeah. So if you think he can get the house built within 2 to 3 weeks, and he's going to move on after that, you guys are nuts.
You are nuts. All right, Rome Doomsday, ladies and gentlemen. Rome. These are the things we were saying. Nobody did for Justin except for DJ Moore, which is why they want to run him out of town, allegedly, in our opinion.
Ron, why do you think Caleb is such a polarizing figure? Why do you think there are such a big part of the sports fan population that seems to root against him?
Shoot, I don't know, man. Y'all gonna have to tell me. Y'all write the stories on that boy, so y'all put all the stuff out there for everybody to read. I don't know.
Put a shovel in the ground.
Now you heard him. Why do you think there's Caleb and Caleb and all this division? Caleb. He asked them, is y'all
y'all writing the stories? What the hell y'all asking me for? Y'all putting all this propaganda and this crap out there.
Yeah. He did it classy too, with a smile and everything, bro.
Man, that kid's gonna be a Bear for a long. He's a Bear. He's gonna be a stud.
Is he ultimately gonna make me eat crow over the whole Jalen Carter thing?
Well, they were different years. Yeah, the Jalen Carter year was
it's the right dude.
The right tackle, yeah. Right.
They trying to run him out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can put that white boy in there.
Nah, you're not gonna eat crow.
All right. Well, that makes me feel good about that. Odunze backs Caleb. Yeah, I agree. And if I think Jalen Johnson and DJ Moore was back in JF1, but that was about the only ones, bro.
Yeah, no, all the rest of them were towing the company line or
scared to lose their job
or whatever hell Poles were telling them behind
Yeah.
closed doors. This is what you got to do to keep your contract, keep your standing here for the Chicago Bears. You know, say what I tell you to say, and blah blah blah, and all those guys are gone anyway.
All of them,
except for the company plant and maybe one other guy that was still running their mouth. But yeah,
Keenan Allen looked pretty good though, huh? I don't know how many drops he had, but
well, he's out there. Yeah, he's out there in warm weather now, so he's going to be all right. They started out in Brazil, and now he's got 8-9 games in
sunny
LA.
Southern California.
Yeah, so yeah.
Oh, you think him hands was cold?
Yeah. I mean, people don't want to admit they don't want to play in the damn Midwest. They don't want to play in Chicago. They don't want to play in Buffalo. They don't want to play in these places. But they traded for him. So what else can he do? You traded for me. You're gonna pay me my $13 million, and then you release me at the end of the season. They didn't release him. They didn't re-sign him, so they didn't want him. So it was up to him to find a deal that was best for him, and luckily it was back with the Chargers in sunny Southern California. The heat wave going on out there, right?
Yes, a heat wave. I think Courtney Cronin, allegedly, in my opinion, is on Ozempic.
Mm-hmm.
But she was a beat reporter for the Vikings, and then the Bears allowed her on the Chicago beat. So these people are snoops. It makes sense. They're here to destroy our team.
For sure. Why wouldn't they be? They want to build themselves up by destroying an original franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but she asked some really good questions to this guy. Big ups to her for that.
Caleb, when we sat down last year in the offseason, you showed me your cell phone, the lock screen had a lot of lofty goals, beat the #1 overall pick. You were able to check that off. Super Bowls ×8 at the bottom of that. What does your lock screen say today?
Yeah. Lock screen is
So he's had a lock screen Super Bowl ×8. And it can I told you last season was good for his ass.
still kind of the same goals. I set my goals. They're just not my lock screen. I have one goal, and it's, find a way to, get to the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl. And
that is not on your lock screen. Find a way to get to the Super Bowl.
Win the Super Bowl, yeah.
What's on your lock screen? Show it to me, you son of a bitch.
It's not ×8 anymore, huh? That season did humble his ass.
Yeah, now he's just making a word salad.
Yeah, please, can I get one?
It starts with one to be able to keep going and, striving for more. And obviously we have so much work to do, myself included, to be able to get to that point.
Myself
so,
included.
Yeah, he wasn't saying that shit last year.
No, he wasn't.
He was a shiny new toy.
Wasn't he? He was a second coming. He was a second coming of Yeshua himself.
Yeah, you don't need Justin Fields. I'm generational. I'm gonna come in there and fix everything for you guys.
And that's the ultimate goal in football.
You may know the trend on social media, what I asked for versus what I got. When you relate that to your rookie season, how did you think it was going to go versus how it turned out?
Yeah, I knew there'd be bumps in the road. And that's exactly what the whole year was. It's finding ways to, stay on track, not go off the road, not go off the rails, and realizing we had 12 losses. Never lost that much, as everybody knows.
I guess his low point was the end of the season. I mean, come on, bro. We beat Green Bay. So his low point was he realized we had 12 losses. So
yeah, you should have been realizing that like 8 losses ago. You're out
8 in a row, right?
Playing hero ball and holding the ball and taking sacks and
predetermined. I'm gonna get it to my buddy Rome here.
Yeah, you're taking us out of position to win games that were winnable.
Sure did.
Yeah,
but he put us in position to win games that we lost. So you're right. It balanced out.
Yeah, we had a dumbass coach, but you know, sometimes you got to overcome that idiot.
a day that you don't love.
And for Diesel to come on here and say, you just don't want to make it about you. You don't want to make it to be your fault. You know what I mean? Well, that's what this kid did.
Mm-hmm.
He made it his fault. Not every game, but many games.
Yeah.
You know, I told y'all those sacks is as good as a turnover. And that's what Aikman was saying the other day when he came on to Chicago. And a sack is as good as a turnover. He said the same thing I've been saying, bro. You can't be losing those yards.
Yeah.
Football's about field position.
Game
Not to
answers.
mention the defense gets hyped up when they sack a quarterback, bro.
For sure. And a lot of his sacks led to 2 and 3 sacks in a row.
Didn't it?
Yeah, they was pinning their ears back. Like, look at this son.
Yeah.
He do not want to throw the ball. Oh, okay.
Bro, they was making a paycheck off this dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't feel as encouraged. You don't feel as motivated. And those are the really important days for, us as a team and us as players.
Where do you go when you have to dig deep for that? Where do you go internally?
Yeah, I go to inspiration.
He's gonna mention God. He ain't mentioned God in 2 years. Yeah,
He's not gonna.
And people that I've been inspired by or aspire to be.
Honolulu Blue.
Nails, yeah, before this girl probably painted them for him.
And that's all the greats. That's the Kobes, the Jordans, the Michael Phelps, the Tom Brady's and things.
Some bitch mentions Kobe before Jordan.
Just a bunch of. I think he's reading off a damn teleprompter.
I wouldn't be surprised if they prepared him like they did the vice president. If it's one of those type alley-oop interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. Just kind of like a Steph Curry. Like what would they do in these moments? Or
why don't you pick up the phone and call him and ask him?
Yeah, they'll take your call.
Yeah, he's too
maybe not Michael Jordan, but the rest of them might take your call.
Jordan might, man.
He's trying to get him to be a Jordan brand athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This and that, like they're going to get up, they're going to go find a way to, be themselves every single day. And I don't necessarily have much longer. I've played for a bunch of years now since I was 4 and, I'm going to be 24 this year and I'm inspired.
He's played
since he was 4.
I don't know, but he's played since he was 4.
Who gives a shit?
To have 19 more years. But it's going to be, closer to the end rather than, closer to the beginning for me. So just getting up every day, being grateful and understanding, where I'm at and what I get to do for my life.
Yeah, he thinks he's closer to the end of his career than to the beginning. But there's really something wrong with this. Look how she's looking at him. This is when she realized this dude is slow.
Yeah, he's autosexual. Asexual, or whatever the hell.
This is when she's realizing, man, we should have kept Justin.
I'm sorry, I was a part of that nonsense.
Well, she's sitting here on ESPN, and that's why they brought her in to connect her with Caleb, the generational quarterback, and give them access to him. And if this doesn't work out with Caleb, she'll be fired on the first thing that gets out of there.
Share emotions and fingernail tips and
yeah. Oh, they're gonna discuss that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she's gonna bring it up. That's what I said. It's a great interview, Courtney.
Life.
You were here when Ben Johnson was hired. Not every quarterback shows up to their new head coach's press conference. I remember he turned directly to you and talked about how excited he was to work with you and just how big of a decision you factored into for him to come to Chicago. What did that mean to you?
Yeah, it means the world. I think we've been building this relationship since he's been here. Calls, on the field, him getting after me. And then, we go up into up into his office and we're talking about family. We're talking about everything all over this world that you could think of. And just building that relationship. And I think that's been great. And all that he's been able to do, has built confidence in us as a team.
He's going to a white barber too.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't drive to the south side. Or have somebody come in. Somebody can drive in.
Yeah, look at his beard. He's making too much money to.
Oh yeah,
to sit down and do an interview.
Looking
before,
like this.
Yeah, Monday night. Yeah.
Team, us as an offense, myself, and going out there and executing the plays that he's calling, and feeling and believing in him when he calls it. And
he's got time to do his nails. He's got time to have a barber come.
Yeah.
And trim up his beard.
Who'd you like? Your signing bonus was $25 million, man.
Not to mention all the deals he's got, the NIL and all of that.
Endorsements. Yeah. Get somebody to catch your hair.
After that, just go out there and execute, make the right reads, deliver the ball, and go down the field.
Obviously, your relationship with him is going to be based so much on football, but what's something you now know about Ben personally that you didn't before?
I didn't know how, detailed he was, and obviously we've gotten together, watch film and gone over plays. And
see, this is an indictment on how the Bears handled him.
Yeah.
You said it. They came in here and he's their brand shiny new toy, and they took the approach, don't mess him up. Don't let the quarterback's coach even have a conversation with him. Let him do him.
Yeah.
He knows more about football than we do.
Yeah.
They took that approach with him.
That's your general manager took that damn approach.
Yeah.
Because he told him a month before the draft that he was damn drafting him.
And he's generational.
He's generational, and we get they got rid of Justin already. And you just come on in. We're gonna make you the captain of the damn team.
First captain in Bears history.
No,
rookie captain. We're not going to talk to any other quarterbacks.
We don't have any other quarterbacks we're even interested in. Yeah.
And even though you guys don't want to come here, we'll make you sit out a whole year. We're signing.
Wow.
Things, and he remembers every single detail, which is great because it pushes me, because I want to, when I get out there in the field, I want to be able to, remember every single detail and be on point. And, this is my offense at some point where, I'm controlling absolutely everything. And he calls a play and I remember, the second half of it. It's like, all right, here we go. It's just getting in his mind, understanding him, and then, growing from there.
On that note, Roma Dunze has talked about how complex this scheme is, and that realistically, it's not something that players are going to be able to master in year one. When you say you want this to one day be your offense, how do you get there, and what tools do you use to gauge success of that and comprehension of that along the way?
Yeah, you set goals for yourself. You don't worry about the outside noise. That's first and foremost. I've set goals for myself, and that's making sure I get.
She didn't have some shit about the outside noise. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, she asked about the offense, you son bitch.
Yeah, and how are you going to learn?
I followed up on what you just said. You're going to make it yours.
Correct.
All 11 guys moving on the same pace at the same time when I snap the ball, when I say go, and everybody's doing their job and things like that. From there, it's the physical battle. From there, you'll win and lose physical battles. I think for me, it's been important to make sure that everybody's on the same page, getting us in the best play possible that we can. When Ben calls them and we're doing different things, the brain cover zero, I got to check out of it and get us into a better place. So it's just making sure I handle all the things before the snap, and then after that it becomes physical and going through our reads, seeing the defense and having confidence going out there and deliver the ball.
You really wanted somebody to come in here, hold you accountable, coach you hard, and Ben said he's going to hold up his end of the bargain there. How has he done that so far?
Yeah, he's done exactly that. He's came in here and he's been a coach. He's been teaching me. He's been tough on me. He's been hard on me, and it's been great. It's been fun. Getting coached like that, being pushed, and the whole team being pushed, and the whole team seeing me being.
So that's the way he wanted to be coached. Then why would we hire offensive coordinators that don't approach it like that last year?
Because our general manager's an idiot. Fire pose.
Because they did the opposite. Keenan Allen was suggesting all of that. Remember they wanted to go on the podcast, him and the ex-Packer, saying that this dude couldn't be coached. And when they did try to coach him, he always had something to say back.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, come on. We know that everybody in the building should have been fired last year. And the fact that Poles was allowed to stay, 2 years ago.
Why didn't they bring in Eric Bieniemy? That would have been perfect. He had worked with Mahomes. He wasn't going to take no shit off this kid.
But I don't know. Because they had some kind of pact between one another that I'll do everything you say.
It would have been perfect.
We'll get Justin out of town, and we got the number one pick, and I'll do whatever you say.
You bring in Bieniemy, right? He's got that KC in him, just like Poles has that KC in him. It would have been perfect. And you already know you got a lame duck head coach The lame duck head coach would have been fired, and you could have slotted Bieniemy right into the head coaching job.
Well,
instead of the running backs coach.
Well, we shouldn't have had none of those problems. We could have had Harbaugh in here. We could have fired Eberflus. We had a chance to fire that some bitch. Y'all talking about not spending the Bears' damn money.
But the president of the team had beef with Harbaugh. He don't like.
Yeah, well, get rid of his ass too.
I'm just letting you know that's why it didn't happen, because they should have had Harbaugh twice.
Push like that.
Even before Warren was here, they should have had Harbaugh before he went to Michigan.
Yeah.
It's been awesome. So, we're going to keep going. He set the standard. It's our job to, level out and be at that standard.
Was there ever a moment it's like, man, he's really leaning into this?
I think in the beginning, OTAs, he was leaning in, really heavy. He set the standard for us and what it needs to be and where we need to be at to be, a 10, 11, 12 plus win team.
You play Detroit twice a year. When their offense was on the field and you're watching Ben and how he orchestrated everything, what did you notice?
It's just...
His answer should have been, I wasn't watching none of that shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm playing a game. I am not watching what the other coordinator is doing, coaching the other team. Seriously, bro.
Yeah, I have no interest in it.
You should be looking at game film and pictures from up top and talking to your offensive coordinator. Right.
We didn't have one.
Remember, they used to talk to him. Yeah, sure did.
Yeah.
It's just how complex it looks for the defense. And then when you get into the offense, it's like, Ben said it before, it's trying to make...
If he was a defensive player answering this, I would respect it. There's no way in hell he should have been out there oogling about what Detroit was doing against his defense during a fucking game.
Absolutely not. Unless that was your damn offense.
Correct.
Everything looked the same, but be different. And so it's just being on the details.
Correct. No way Tom Brady was looking at what the other offense was doing when he was on the sidelines. There's no way.
No, you don't have time. Yeah. But it was a bad situation as well. So I guess you give him the benefit of the doubt that shit show he was in last year.
So because they were never teaching on the sidelines, never.
A keeper, play action, screen, and a drop back, and all of these different things. Like they'll all look the same. The routes and the arc of the route and things like that all look the same for a defense and a cornerback or a linebacker, or safety, and then it's different. And so that's what gets our guys open. That's what Ben specializes in, and a part of it comes from, like I said, the standard that we've set and that he's set, and we got to keep following it.
I remember it was Ryan Poles who said there's different types of quarterbacks. There's the artist and then
the surgeon.
The surgeon.
Yeah.
And the way that you express yourself on the field, the X's and O's, and the way that you express yourself off the field, music, fashion, the cultural experiences that you've had traveling. And I know I'm always looking to see what color.
What's new on the nails?
What's new on your nails? I do
like
it too.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you do that? Like, what does that bring you?
Part of it's just me. Part of it's just me being myself and just unapologetic about it. And I'm not going to apologize about it. I'm going to be me. It doesn't bother me.
She asked you, why do you do that? Why do you paint your nails? Just me being myself. So what does that mean to you, Ace?
I don't know, just fucking asshole. No, he's our quarterback and he likes to paint his nails.
Yeah, but she's saying why? Why do you like I would have dug into it a little more. Most adult men don't do that. Unless they're, homosexual or trans or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, his pre-Bear story was there was a
tribute to his mom.
But now you're not saying that anymore.
Correct.
So what is it?
Yeah, right. Just say it's a tribute to my mom, who's alive and healthy, and who's been in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's still married to my dad.
Now you get a damn interview on national TV.
That's right.
For Monday Night Football to start the season, and you don't want to mention your mom?
No, you're basically saying you're doing it to be a contrarian.
People have to say about me because I know what I am. I know who I am and what I like and what I like.
What are you? Who are you? What do you like? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
asexual.
Boys Town or something?
I don't know. He doesn't come to the South Side.
So that's a part of it. And then I think I like to be the artist and the surgeon. I think both of them come in handy at certain times, and it's just figuring out how
So
to
you're gonna
maintain
press him
both.
about them press on names.
There was a point last season I noticed you stopped doing it. How come?
See,
it was hard to do. We were losing, and days were long, trying to figure out how to get things back on track. So I didn't have as much time to,
so when you're losing,
Yeah.
right? So you're saying
Yeah.
you're putting more work into it, which is what I've been suggesting. We were saying it last season. He's like he shouldn't have time to paint his nails coming out here getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, we're losing every damn week. Yeah.
But that takes time. I mean, are you painting it while nobody's watching the film with you?
Are you reading a playbook?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing? Because your job is to get better as a quarterback, and all we're hearing about you doing is taking a lot of time and effort to paint your nails.
To paint your nails.
Yeah.
Now, you know, if Jerry Rice wanted to get a pedicure or something before the games, I get it. But usually it's somebody else doing that for you. Like, we got to dig into this. Are you painting your own nails? Is somebody doing it? What do you do how long does this take? But she asked him, he's clearly said, all right, let's go back to this word salad, because that was a great fucking question. I'm glad she asked it. Why did you stop in the middle of the season when you was getting your ass kicked out there?
Mm-hmm.
I noticed you stopped doing it.
You didn't care about your mom no more?
No, you didn't care about your nails, your whatever color you wanted them for the game.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't paint one?
Yeah, I mean, he never came out. I was just trying to switch some things up.
Just say that.
Or change our mojo or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And every game the players were talking about him, the opposing team.
Look at this.
Talking about his nails. They was when they were sacking him, and and they got to him.
Yeah.
How come?
It was hard to do. We were losing, and days were long, trying to figure out how to get things back on track. So I didn't have as much time to, figure out how, getting all the, that in. So I think also part of it was the rookie year.
So
I got tired.
Y'all thought I was just being facetious. He didn't have enough time to figure out what color he was going to go with. You saw him; he looks just like my little niece or something, bro. Talking about getting ready for the homecoming Sadie Hawkins dance.
I think he's on the spectrum.
Well, no, that's what Diesel said about JF1.
Well, he can't be on the spectrum.
Figure out
He's
how, getting all the that in. So I think also part of it was the rookie year. I got tired, a little tiring at the end. So I think that was just part of it. But we're back to doing it.
You were too tired to paint your nails.
But now you're back to doing it. You got time now. You got a whole brand new super complex ass offense.
Correct.
But now you got time to paint your nails.
You got a division game against the fucking Vikes. You ain't learned your lessons that you don't have time for this shit.
Yeah, you got Detroit coming in the following damn week.
Yeah.
Another rivalry game. But now you got time to paint your nails.
And time to do these damn interviews when you could be in your playbook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From the time training camp started last July till you beat Green Bay in January, there was so much that was asked of you every single day to be everything that this team needed, that this city needed.
No, they weren't.
When you were resetting in the offseason, how did you get back to being Caleb?
Nobody asked them. That was y'all. That was the local media.
Just doing things I like. Doing things I enjoy. Being around my friends.
That's it.
Feeling free. And just feeling good about myself. And then other than that, just preparing.
You say something about his kids? He got kids?
And just feeling good about myself. Things I like. Doing things I enjoy. Being around my friends. Feeling free.
Friends. Okay.
And just feeling good about myself. And then other than that, just preparing. I think that's a part of it. Preparing. And the preparation brings a lot of confidence when we're out there on the field.
That's not a part of it. That's the whole fucking thing, you fucking jackass.
Preparing his nails. Preparing.
What am I going to wear today? I can match it with my nail color.
And recently I've been feeling a lot more confident out there in the field. And it's been, I would say that we've been progressing. I've been progressing. And
he's got a little dainty hand.
Does this season feel like
it's been,
watch his hands?
I would say that we've
been
been
little
progressing.
dainty
I've been
hand?
progressing. And we got to keep going. I got to keep going.
Does this season feel like a clean slate for you?
Every season's a clean slate. Kind of how the, Eagles, linemen spoke up. It's like, that was the old team. All that stuff happened. It's not something that you forget, but it's, it's there. We got to move on. And it's
Yeah,
a
you
new
can
team.
say that
It's a new
after you win
season,
the
new
world
coaches.
championship. Yeah.
And that's going to be that every year.
Yeah,
Every
why
year's
are
gonna
you
be a new
watching
clean
the
slate,
Eagles
and it's time to
lineman?
go win.
With
Why
that
aren't you
in
in your
mind,
fucking
when you think
playbook?
about the narrative,
His
what
hands
you
are smaller
want the
than
narrative
hers.
to be in 2025, what is the 2025 version of Caleb Williams that you want to present to the world?
Yeah, he's himself off the field.
Talking
on the
about
field.
himself in the third person. The
He's
enemy loves
accurate.
it.
You know, he does all the right things. And,
Caleb loves football.
He wins.
Mm-hmm.
You've been very
He's himself.
unapologetic about the goals
Caleb
that
is
you
our
have for
quarterback.
yourself. 4,000-yard passer, 70% completion percentage. Why put those out there so publicly?
It's just, you know, those are my goals. And,
Isn't that a great question? Like, why do you keep talking? Right? Why put your goals out here publicly?
Just
bro?
do it.
Yeah. Write it in a book. You know what I'm saying? And then you could come out 2 years later and be like, these are the goals I wrote down for myself. And she's asking him, and he don't get it.
You know, it gives you something to live up to.
Is there an accountability factor in there too?
A little bit. You know, I want to win for the city. I want to win for the Bears. I want to win for my teammates. I want to win for, obviously, selfishly, I love to call myself a winner. And winning everything I do. You know, it's a part of it. You know, being a first 4,000-yard passer.
Keeps talking about that because the media is running with this narrative. The Bears
We don't
have
give
never
a
had
damn about you being a 4,000-yard passer. We want to win some football games.
If you got 3,999 yards, we don't care. We want to win. Thank you. That's it.
That's all.
Would be sick.
We're not Air Coryell. We're not the Miami Dolphins.
And, you know, 100 years of Bears history. You know, 70% completion keeps us on the field. That's me doing my job, getting the players the ball, keeping us on the field, trying to score as many points as possible for each drive. And then, you know, from there, 4,000 yards, 70%, you put those together. We're winning a good amount of games, especially with our defense and special teams and things like that. So just keeping us on the field, scoring as many points as possible, and then, you know, sky's the limit.
You set high goals for yourself. There were 4 quarterbacks who did that last year.
Absolutely.
What have
Always.
you learned about the city of Chicago and how much pressure there has been
This is
on
the last
quarterbacks
one.
who have come before you to take this team to places it hasn't gone,
Mhm.
and they haven't been able to get there?
Yep.
How have you been able to?
What is she talking about? Places we haven't gone.
Yeah, we won Super Bowl.
We've won the most world championships in the history of the fucking NFL.
Yeah, one shit.
To manage that pressure while being true to yourself and remaining true to who you are as a football player and a person?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I've kind of my whole life, I've kind of chosen schools and teams that necessarily haven't been, you know, in places in a while or ever. And it's
I'm a
kind
savior.
of coincidental that that's been the case.
And he's hasn't gotten a championship at any of them.
But
I'm your
you know,
savior.
I pride myself on being able
But
to,
he hasn't saved
help
any
the
of them.
organization, help the team, and, you know, help everybody else, you know, push towards that goal and get to that goal. So, you know, I think part of it is the energy and effort and care that I have for my teammates and winning, and then, you know, the other half of it is, you know, I just ultimately want to be the best at the end of the day.
Okay, he talks about winning like he's the Eagles quarterback who won 3 in high school, 1 in college. You know, he talks about winning a lot for a guy. The only thing he's won is a Heisman Trophy. 1.
Hogwash. That's what he's talking about. Yeah.
That's your quarterback.
Caleb is our quarterback.
That's your quarterback.
Yeah.
I expect big things out of him, you guys.
It's generational.
But not because of that. Let's see if there's any chatter out there. No more extra chatter. All right, I'm gonna just go through what you picked so we could be on the record here.
All right.
Waiting on Dizos before I could publish it. And he's gonna have an asterisk by his picks because he's watched the whole first week of the damn season.
Oh, first week of the season.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You have the Bears finishing 11-6 in the regular season. I have them finishing 10-7. All right.
Right.
So, week 9, you got the Jaguars winning. I got the Bears. Week 10, we both got the Bears. Week 11, we both.
I got the Jaguars winning? No.
Is that the
I
Jaguars? They ain't the Jaguars. It ain't the Jaguars. It's hold on. It's not the Jaguars. I use a damn emoji. Give me a second.
There's no way I'd put
It's not the Jags. It's
Drop Dead Gorgeous
the Prince.
Stunny. Yeah.
Division winners. Okay, you picked
All right, go back. There's no way I'd pick the Jaguars.
No, you didn't pick. It wasn't the Jags. I don't even think we played the Jags. You picked the Vikes, the Bears, Eagles. Right.
Eagles, yeah.
Right. So Vikes, Bears, Eagles. All right. So I started at the wrong one.
The worst.
Yeah. So week 10. No, something ain't right. Thanks. Friday. Oh, shit. Should did this before I started drinking.
Yeah.
Terrence. Okay. That's your division winners. These are like shit.
On the wrong one.
Yeah. All right. Vikes, this is me. This is okay. It's on here. You texted it to me.
Hold on.
You know what I mean? I'm not looking at it. It disappeared. We can postpone.
Okay. Here.
You found it?
That was something.
You found it. Terrence. Okay. Vikings, Bears, Eagles. Bears. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. Vikings, Bears, Eagles, Bears, 49ers, Bears.
Okay. Vikings, Bears, Eagles. But what's that week 9? Let me pull up the schedule. Bears. Schedule. Week 9. Who are we playing?
That'd be the Vikes, right?
Nah, that's like week 10 because remember we had to buy.
Mm-hmm. We're going to the bye?
We had the bye. All right. Bears. Bear with us.
8. Oh, I'm missing a game.
You can't be missing a game. You ain't missing a game.
2, 3, 4, 5,
You got
6,
them all.
7, 8.
Right.
Okay.
We were doing the last 8 games.
8, yeah.
So we did the first 9 games last week.
Right.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 giant Bengals. That's what I put, a bingo. That's you got the Bengals over the Bears. But that was,
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. I got it now. That's a bingo. Just it wasn't the Jags. All right. Shouldn't use the emojis. All right. Good enough. So Vikings. So that was right. So we're starting with all right. So you got Vikings. I got Vikings. The week after that, we both got the Bears. Week 13, me and you both got the Eagles over the Bears.
Yeah.
Week 14, you picked the Bears. I picked the Chiefs, the Green Bay Packers. Okay. Week 15, we both got the Bears. Week 16, we both got the Bears. Week 17, I picked the Niners. Did you pick the Niners? Yeah, we both got the Niners. All right. And week 18, you got the Bears. I got the Lions. All right.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Division winners. You and I, we have identical AFC division winners. So that will go down as the Mouthpiece included picks for the divisions in the AFC, which is the Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, and Texans. All right. Because we're doing the 2 out of 3, right? So even whatever Diesel votes doesn't really matter. You say what?
He's not gonna like it. He's not gonna like that.
Well, I mean, he's probably gonna agree with some of it.
Yeah.
But that's how we do it. It's the majority rules here. You know what I mean? This is a republic. All right. And then NFC, you got Eagles, Rams, Lions, Bucks. I mean, you don't have one colored coach. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. Enamored with all these smart, he's under this tree and that tree. But all right, but you got the Eagles, Rams, Lions, Bucks. I would have went with the Rams. I don't think their so-called Hall of Fame quarterback's back is going to hold up all season.
Yeah, they get Shador over there.
All right. Eagles, Rams, Ravens. Oh, okay, that's your AFC Championship. All right, so I got in the AFC, in the NFC, Lions. So me and you both agree the Lions are going to win a division. I got the Eagles, so that's going to be the mouthpiece selection. Lions, Eagles for division winners. 49ers, I got the Niners. You got the Rams. So it's up to Diesel. He's going to be the deciding vote there. And then I got the Falcons, Michael Penis. And you got the Bucks.
Yeah,
because you believe in, again, the quarterback who hasn't shown any self-discipline his whole life.
You got a Negro coach.
Okay. All right, at least you got one Negro coach in there. All right. So Diesel will probably be the deciding vote for that. NFC Chip. Wow. You're a big believer in these Rams out here. They love you out here in LA.
Yeah.
You got Eagles versus the Rams.
Yeah, shit. They got a shit division. I mean, come on.
All right. But we're talking about the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
All right. So you got Eagles, Rams, and I got Lions, Eagles. All right. So Mouthpiece Included has agreed that the Eagles will make it to the Papa Bear Hallis game. All right.
All right.
It'll be up to Diesel to get Diesel's information to figure out if we can agree upon who they're playing.
The opponent, yeah.
Yeah, the opponent. All right. And then the AFC, you went with the quarterback, Ray Jackson on the Ravens versus the Chargers. You got a lot of confidence in if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying hardball.
Yeah.
So you got a hardball bowl, huh?
Hardball bowl over the AFC.
Yeah, look at that. They did that once before, I think. And I got AFC Championship. I got your boy Travis Kelce versus Ray Ravens. So we both agree that the Ravens will be in there. It'll be up to Diesel to help us with the mouthpiece for the opponent.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we both got Ray Ravens. But yeah, I got the Chiefs, man. They get there every year, and I have no reason.
Yeah, I understand.
You know what I mean?
That's got to be.
Super Bowl, you haven't bothered to send in your picks. So we're going to put an asterisk by that. I got FGB. Well, yeah, I got FGB versus the Chiefs. And I have Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift Kelce, riding off into the sunset and retiring with the ticker tapes coming out of there with her songs playing, winning the Super Bowl. And if you guys remember, I picked the last year's Super Bowl, the rematch, and I said the Eagles would win them.
Okay. You did.
All right, Ace. Who do you got in the Super Bowl, and who do you have coming home with the ring?
I got Ravens Eagles, and I've got the multi-year MVP, Ray, getting his first championship.
What? You got all quarterbacks. Yeah. You got a quarterback bowl. We've had that before. We've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ray is going to take the MVP. Is he going to convert to a safety after that just to throw himself up to the NFL? I'm going to play safety now, you fuckers. Both sides. He can play both sides.
Yeah, I need to be making $400 million.
Yeah, $400 million.
Yeah, I'm playing both sides of the ball.
Tell me I can't do it so I can prove you guys wrong. Be all pro on defense and offense.
Yeah.
All right. So you said you're going with the Ravens against the Eagles.
Yeah.
And they're going to beat the Eagles who can't defend their chip.
Yeah. It's a long way. It's a lot of commercials. My God, Saquon Barkley's got 17 commercials in the first half hour of the damn game.
This kid's spitting on people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough. It's tough to repeat.
Yeah, it's tough to repeat. But your boy, the quarterback, ain't even take his ring out of the box.
Yeah, well, he's a different breed.
He is. He's a different breed.
We should have had him here in Chicago. No interest.
And they don't have their center, so that's a factor too. He retired.
Yeah, it's tough to repeat.
Tough to repeat. All right, so we got those picks in. Diesel, you're gonna have an asterisk by all these picks because you sat around there with your thumb up your bum.
Rubbing this bum.
Yeah, sent in talking about Cinnabon is gonna be like, who the fuck is Cinnabon? You know what I mean?
It's a tasty treat out there on the
Yeah.
left coast. You can go right in there and get your little Cinnabon full of sugar and
Yeah.
frosting and drink that with your mocha choco latte cate.
That's just the type of shit that would have had him in the retardo classes back at William H. Ray. You know what I mean? He had turned in that paper like, did you even read the instructions? We went over this shit.
Yeah, did you proofread your answers? Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you didn't follow the directions, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, he picked this week's winners.
Oh.
Nobody even asked him to do it.
Is that what you said? It's the Asian hooch.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the Asian hooch. All right, fella. I know you want to watch football, so go ahead and give me your final words, and we can close this thing out.
Final words will be on the Michael Parsons trade. Monumental trade from the Dallas Cowboys, sending their star defensive player to the Green Bay Packers, a team that is ahead of them, I believe.
And you and Diesel had zero interest when I just brought it up humbly. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I didn't want to give them anything to pay him $200 million. If we could have negotiated something, maybe one and a 3 or something like that, I might have had some interest. We'd have been cash strapped for the next few seasons until they start cutting players and figuring out what they're going to do with the damn salary cap. But I think looking back in hindsight, yes, we need somebody on that damn ball. If you bring in an all-pro 26-year-old such as Michael Parsons to rush the quarterback, and then you got blitzes coming from your safety room, your other linebackers, and your defensive line plays the way that they're supposed to play, then the Bears, it would have been a good deal for the Bears. But nobody wants to make deals with the Bears, and I don't think the phone at Hallis Hall even works unless they call in the Chiefs.
You got poor Braxton Jones who's got to deal with this guy for years to come.
Oh yeah. Well, he can handle him. He's lighting the loafers. So he's not going to bull rush like a Khalil Mack. But I'm pretty sure the Bears will be looking at left tackle in next year's draft. They're still developing the offensive line and the offensive line backups that we have. So get ready for some football. It's Monday night party. And we got the Vikings coming to town with all kind of questions as far as their first-year quarterback. They're one of their star wide receivers is out for the first 3 games of the season, suspended. And their number 1 receiver, Justin Jefferson, is hurt.
Yeah, he's had a ginger hammy. He hasn't had a lot of training camp either. Yeah.
So is he going to come out there and run around in the grass of Soldier Field at night just to be on Monday Night Football and to possibly injure himself for the next 4 or 5 games of the regular season?
Are you playing Jalen Johnson?
Do we need to? No. Why we need to play him?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. If they hold out their receiver, then we should hold out Jalen. But if they're both on the pitch count, I'd play them whenever I see the other dude run out there.
Yeah, run him out there. Run him out there.
Yeah.
We got they got the Justin Jefferson package out there. Put him out there. But probably before the Terrell Smith injury being out for the season, you definitely would have to have Jalen out there. Not have to have Jalen out there. If Terrell Smith
got a penis injury, bro, and a calf. They call it a groin, but it's a penis injury and a calf.
Oh well, you got to hold him out. Why didn't they put him on the pup list?
He's been practicing. He's been
that.
practicing, and they're being tongue in cheek about it. Right. Do you want to risk that? Do you want to risk a setback? I don't know. It is a division game, bro.
Yeah, but it's the first game of the year. I mean, yeah, you want to come out with a victory, but that's a pretty intense injury if it's re-aggravated by one game, where maybe you can sit him out for a couple more weeks and have him come back kind of healthy. I don't. It's up to the Bears doctors or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. And another thing about the Parsons trade is this back injury. You overlook that back injury and get that guy $200 million to come to Chicago?
You're right. They say he could play if you pump him up with steroids.
Yeah, some kind of the pregnant woman's shot in his damn back.
Yeah, the epidural. Yeah.
Epidural to play a damn football game. How many times are you gonna shoot this guy up? Are you gonna shoot him up every week? Yeah, it's doesn't sound conducive to him playing out the damn contract if you shoot him up with an epidural every week, or it doesn't sound conducive to him making it through the season. So
one thing I say for y'all is he is yappy. He like going on podcasts and yapping about everything. That Michael Parsons, yeah, man, he's a yapper.
He fit right in here in Chicago. They like yapping all over the damn place. Yap, 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 yap. We're gonna get
We must have went too hard on
we went too far.
Caleb.
We went too far.
Yeah. We praising Justin Fields too much.
Talked about Justin and the Hall and
I want him to eat crow. He needs to come on here and say FGB and eat crow about this whole Justin Fields thing.
Yeah,
I told him we're supposed to have Justin Fields and Michael Penis Jr. in here, and Justin balled out today. Did you come in here to eat crow and say you're wrong? We were right about JF1.
Well, let's start with FGB.
Yeah, FGB.
What about them? They beat the Lions.
Yeah, they're supposed to.
I mean, what?
Can we get an FGB?
No.
Are you going to praise Justin Fields for balling out week 1?
I'm not going to praise his ass. He was better than average. I mean, I'll give him credit for this. I'm going to give him credit, and then I'm going to take some of that credit back.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, listen.
Here we go. Yeah.
Plays where where you step up in the pocket, and he used to just run. He was actually looking down the field on a lot of those plays. But then the last play,
he's running real
where his receiver got popped.
Yeah.
He should have just ran.
Well, he's not going to be perfect. I don't know who told you.
Well,
you're an armchair quarterback.
Hey, that's his bread and butter. I mean,
that's
12 his bread and butter.
There's 12 seconds back in the game. He's trying to get that guy to make a play.
Yeah, he had already drove him down there late in the fourth quarter and got the touchdown. That defense let Aaron Rodgers go down there and score and left him a little bit of time left.
Well, if I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down with what I do best.
No.
And for him,
so now you want him to run.
Running is the best part of his game.
Guys like you have been telling him not to play hero ball and is standing there like a white boy.
That's not hero ball. That's the game on the line, and you see you got space, just run it.
Yeah.
If you don't get it, you don't get it.
We're going to get your...
But he had already showed in that game that he was looking down the field, right?
Did you see the game plan, though? It was a perfect game plan for him. He don't need to be throwing the ball around 50 times a game. He's not that type of quarterback.
No, he can't. So, okay, what's your point? He was all right. I also seen them drop an interception they had in their hand. That he did. You ain't bringing that up while you're giving them all that praise. Yeah.
All right. Are you going to get your last 9 Bears games predictions in? We're going to have to put an asterisk by it because you sat here and watched the whole first week of the damn season with a competitive advantage.
I thought you were talking about the
this week.
The schedule for all of the teams.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, he's talking about the Bears in the
because
second
you was
half
drinking
of the
that Tiger
season.
Bomb
like,
because the
man.
instructions clearly said, I'm telling you, bro, they'd have walked you straight down to the slow classes at William H. Ray and put a damn
Like,
hearing
why
aid
is
in your
he
ear.
rushing me?
You'd have had
Why
a
is
hearing
he
aid
rushing
bigger than
me?
this and sitting in it. They'd be like, open your mouth and poke your lips out. So when the smart kids walk by, you can look retarded.
Did you see how many receivers dropped the ball today? Oh my God. I'm watching like all these different games.
Yeah, point shaving.
Bang, bing, boom. I mean, it's just like, why the fuck won't you play these guys in the preseason like you should?
Yeah.
Well,
it started Thursday night with CeeDee Lamb.
Well, the guy who created the West Coast offense, San Fran's coach, can't think of his name. He
Bill
used to tell them,
Walsh.
yes.
Bill Walsh.
He used to tell them of us, if you can't catch the ball, you can't play. He didn't care about them fancy routes and none of that shit. That's why Jerry Rice was never dropping the ball. If you was dropping the ball in the Bill Walsh system, you was not going to be a receiver.
Hey man, I'm talking about, I seen, man, almost every team in the league, whether they won the game or lost the game, multiple drops, the balls hitting them in their hands in stride, some of them turning into turnovers, other ones costing them the game. I'm like, man, is it just me or am I not watching? And then I'm watching another game, same stuff. Same.
Well, I'm glad he popped in, Ace, because we didn't do our Vikings Bears preview. But give me your you got to give me that list, bro, and give me your AFC, NFC championship and your Super Bowl prediction before the end of business day today. But we need to do our preview for the Monday Night Football game, bro. You know what I mean? Like what the score is going to be, and because I think the spread is Vikings by like 1.5, which is offensive.
Yeah,
1.5.
Yeah. Vikings are the favorite. So, Ace, I know you got the Bears. I got the Bears too. Give me your score of that game.
27-17 Bears.
Okay, hold on. Vikes week. 27-17.
You're damn right.
Don't you pay attention to Vegas at all?
Vegas can, yeah. I see it every damn game with these guys out here dropping the damn ball, point shaving.
All right, Diesel. I believe, let's go to your predictions. Did you pick the Bears to win this game? Let's go.
I picked the Bears, and
let's go. Yeah, you
Vikings
did.
Gonna score 16, and I got the Bears scoring 30.
Wait, don't y'all know there's a genius offensive coordinator over there, Kevin McConnell? And you guys got the Bears holding them to 14 and 16 points respectively?
Yes. Guy's never played he's never laced them up before.
All right. Mine, I got the Bears winning as well. Okay. I like Caleb a lot. No, it doesn't feel like it. I just hold him to a higher standard because they told me he was generational and we got to win on this rookie fucking deal. So I got Bears 28, drop dead gorgeous Kevin O'Connell and JJ McCarthy. We're going to go with 27.
Down.
28-27.
No, you think it's going to be a tight game?
Yeah, Vegas thinks so too. Vegas has it at a 1 point.
Since when have you been paying attention to Vegas?
I'm learning. I factor in my intuition. I take a look at the Vegas snapshot. You know what I mean? Because Vegas be knowing things we don't know. Who's injured? Who's that? Who's this?
The injury report comes out for everybody. If you're talking about the day before the game, you get the same injury report.
Well, you do. But
you
Vegas
can forecast the weather if you're outside the day before, just like everybody else.
Yeah, you can.
We're gonna beat the brakes off of the damn Minnesota Vikings in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm gonna get some work in tonight, and I'm gonna work early tomorrow, so I can, I didn't watch no football, Diesel. I only watch the Bears. That's what I tell y'all. I keep it special.
I'm
for
telling you, defenses had the upper hand in most of these games. Most of these games did not cover the over, and these guys were dropping balls. I'm telling you. I mean, like,
Yeah, but you
all
got
over
Kevin
the league.
McConnell against BJ. We're talking about the greatest offensive minds probably in the history of the NFL.
Yeah, we don't give a damn.
Like
According
hell,
to the recent narrative.
like hell. Yeah, according to the narrative. That's
Yeah.
about it. It ain't about proving who's proven.
I mean, Kevin O'Connell, come on. They were 14-3 last season. And the season before that, they had
Did they get to the NFC Championship?
No, they didn't.
Okay, then. He's not proven. Okay.
All right.
You gonna let the little rookie, comes in, right?
Yeah, J.J. McCarthy, drop dead gorgeous.
No, I'm talking about Daniels. You let the rookie come in and beat you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then. So
did you see Michael Penix? This is what I've been telling you, Diesel, that he was my guy in that draft. Out of everybody in that draft, he was my guy.
I like Michael Penix, but he wasn't like all of that. That was like a grinded out game.
But he was. You're right. But you
what
guys,
did I say?
What do you
What did
guys
I
need?
say?
You
What
need
did I
everybody
say?
to be Benji Wilson, or do you just need to win a state championship?
What did I say about Penix? I said he was the most NFL ready as far as because he had been in college for a long time.
Yeah, he's like
He was
75 years
NFL
old.
ready. He was the best one out of that draft.
And he's a lefty. You went and
NFL
spent that
ready.
capital on your right tackle, right? So that would have enhanced his value. And then you wouldn't have had to be worried about what your left tackle is doing as much because they coming right into his wheelhouse. This is what I was saying. And we should have still had Justin Fields. He could have been playing for us right now. With Michael Penix sitting there holding the clipboard.
His ass was gone. We couldn't do nothing else with him, man.
Couldn't do nothing with him. Yet the Jets can come off the streets.
If you'd have got Michael Penix, I'd been rooting for him to take over
of course
as soon as he got there.
Of course you would have. Yet you watch Green Bay develop their quarterbacks. Yet you watch Mahomes sit and hold a clipboard.
And Green Bay's developing their quarterbacks while they got Hall of Famers who are in their twilight and they're not going to re-sign them. That's a lovely, lovely freaking deal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have that luxury, okay? We don't have that luxury.
Y'all just want to move off people for the sake of moving off people, and you don't even know who you got. You don't know who you're moving on to.
We didn't have an offensive line for Justin.
We didn't have an offensive line for any of these guys.
Or wide receivers.
Now did you guys cover? Did you guys cover Caleb and his and these stories that came out this week?
He came out?
The stories that came out.
I thought you said
He moved to Boys Town?
Yeah, it wasn't a surprise to me. No, what stories?
We already knew about that.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, did you discuss it?
No, what stories?
No.
So you guys didn't cover, and this came out like yesterday, the day before, where they're saying these different issues that Caleb had. I think it was reported to, I forget what paper. And I was like, what? So I'm listening to this guy. He's on one of the casts. I think it was, like the main one of that main Chicago station that'll have like Briggs and them on there sometimes.
Yeah, CHGO.
And they were saying how this was with the guy that took over, the coordinator. Because, remember the coordinator who took over as head coach after they popped Eber
Colored Brown.
Colored Brown. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was getting into it with telling Caleb something on the sideline about whatever it was that he was telling him.
We were talking about him being in his face. We liked it.
No, I know. But we didn't know these particulars.
Right, what the conversation was.
And he was like he was going in on him, and they were like, Caleb was just walked off on him while he was talking.
Right.
And I forget exactly what it was over. But y'all gotta go back, listen to that cast, and get to I was like, I know y'all done covered that. Because y'all be ready to get on them as soon as you hear something. And I was like, what?
Wait, so something broke about the nature of their back and forth. during the game.
Yeah, and not just with him. It was kind of they were basically saying he doesn't do his homework. This is before that incident. They were saying how he doesn't do his homework or whatever.
He's not prepared.
And yeah, and then he gets into it with because when Dude took over, he's different, more in your face, and Eberpuss wasn't.
Correct.
And this guy was like more on him about the stuff he was doing.
Yes.
And they said he just walked off. And they were like, we're surprised this story never came out because there were
y'all was coddling Caleb. We were talking about this last season on the show.
There were several coaches and assistants right there when it was happening. This was during the game.
I know.
And they're talking about what was being said, and they're like, we're surprised that story never even came out. I was like,
they never asked about it, but if it was Justin Fields, they would have been on his ass.
Yeah, they would have came out and talked about it.
First of all,
the next day.
let me check this. You got to quit comparing their two things, right? One is one, and the other one's another, right?
They're interrelated.
Quit
I
comparing.
know you had the big
comparing
hearing aids in your ear, and you can't link things together and contrast and compare.
That's you. You keep
That's a
wanting
big
to
part of the
compare.
Iowa
Listen,
test. Contrast
anything
and
happens
compare.
in the league, you go, well, if it was JF1, it would have been this. It's like,
Okay, hold on.
compares.
I'm finding articles on it now. Let's see. Let's see here. According to Dunn, when the Bears hosted the Seattle Seahawks on Thursday Night Football on December 26th, then interim coach Cullet Brown tried to explain something to Williams. The young quarterback didn't yell or curse. He just turned his head, cut the conversation off, and walked back towards the huddle like a little bitch. They didn't say the last part. Okay. Williams was more source of turmoil than victim. Commercials rolled during the timeout, so nobody at home saw this moment. Thomas Brown tried to explain something to his starting quarterback, because I remember the offensive coordinator who was black got into it too when Caleb audibled and threw the ball off DJ Moore's helmet. And Caleb was walking off, and that dude, see, Caleb didn't respect them because they were colored.
And he knew that they were going to be gone.
Yeah, Now, Thomas Brown tried to explain something to his starting QB, and Williams wasn't having it. Just like when the quarterback was trying to talk to Caleb Williams, colored, and he walked off. If that quarterback was blind and blue-haired for Houston, Caleb would have listened. He would have embraced them. This is my opinion.
But he didn't embrace who was the one that they had there too when he was there? He wasn't listening to them either.
No, he wasn't. And Keenan Allen can't. You talking about the offense coordinator?
No, the backup. So when he was playing last year, who
was the backup?
Who we have as a backup? We had
Bilbo.
Bilbo Bajan.
But who was the other one? There's always three.
Yeah, but they didn't have a veteran. That's what Ace was complaining about. He was before all the media complaining that we didn't have a veteran quarterback that would have made them listen.
Somebody look up who they had, what QBs on the staff, because
But he wouldn't listen to him
saying,
either, huh?
Yeah, saying he wasn't listening to anything. Now they did say that whatever happened with that issue, he came back some days later and apologized to the coach, and I think to the team, if I'm correct.
So an auto response kicked in. As he has done many times to many coaches all season, Williams turned his head and walked away. Shane Waldron, before getting fired as OC, used to stay quiet and take it up the bum. Not Colored Brown. Not a stern, blunt, old school, who he's high on my list to be the new coach. Y'all had no interest.
No interest.
All right. Not a stern, blunt, old school coach who believed this 22-year-old finger painting quarterback crossed the line of disrespect. The typically calm coach lost it. On the headset, another Bears assistant coach.
That's what the headset. They said they were going off through the headset.
Coach recalls Brown pressing the mic to finish his conversation. Get your ass back here right now. Don't fucking walk away when I'm talking to you. Unfazed, Williams sashayed away right back to the huddle. Now, they said sashayed, not me. Williams had arrived in Chicago with loads of hype. Okay.
Generation.
But you make a good point, Diesel. Like, why would this not come out? And no, I thought it was a valid comparison. You know damn well if Justin Fields had any type of interaction like that with a coach,
Right.
they would have been asking about it at the
Well,
presser.
no, because he did. Remember, Fields was like basically like they sabotaging me, right?
They were.
You know, but I'm saying he did have these interactions. Now it wasn't like necessarily in the
He
game.
wasn't walking off and all that.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't in the game, but it was like after games and when he would get interviewed. You know, he was trying to hold his own and go in on them. But yeah, this stuff just tells me that
he's a
he got
know-it-all.
he got some growing up to do, and
Yeah.
he's a weirdo.
Yeah,
Because
he's definitely a weirdo.
Well, Ace said what I said. Ace said what I've been saying. He's high on this autism spectrum. Would you agree, Diesel? You like to call people high on the spectrum.
If it's weirdo, it could be any of that. You can throw that in there into the bag of weirdo.
So Justin could be an autistic, but he can't.
No, but see, Fields ain't a weirdo per se, right? He just may see things different, right?
Right.
But Caleb is just like weirdo in a lot of ways to me. So it'd be different if he would have turned around or later on in that same game and addressed the coach and was, you know, and maybe they had a verbal argument. I'd have more respect for him.
You certainly would.
Right? But if you just walking away, drifting it into your own
now
universe,
listen to the coach, but see the coach was supposed to yank his ass out of the game and put the backup in. That's what the coach was supposed to do.
Yeah, just when you guys get a
you
chance.
keep saying that, Ace. Yeah, if I'm head coach, I got the power. They're about to fire my black ass at the end of the season anyway. I got to do this my way.
I'd be like, you sit down.
Yeah.
Bilbo, get in there.
Yeah, well, he didn't do it.
You a
just
man
when you
before
guys
anything.
get a chance, listen to the segment from that channel
CHGO, yeah.
And it was either yesterday or the day before. And you can hear what they're saying.
I didn't notice him walking off, but I do remember that. And we were commenting on this show that I like to see people getting in Caleb's ass. He needed that. But Caleb comes out. He was in his interview we ran today with she did a great job, even though I don't like her. Courtney Cronin asked great questions. She asked him about the nails and everything. But he was talking about how, I want to be Coach Hard. He was saying that all last season. But when you get Coach Hard, you sashay off like a little bi.
Yeah,
I think it's like when they address him when he's making these errors.
Mm-hmm.
If it comes to if they're getting on him necessarily where they're like yelling at him, cursing at him, or whatever, it seems like he's got a tendency to just like, okay, I don't need to deal with that right now. You know what I'm saying? And then try.
He's a powder. I played with somebody like that at William H. Ray in baseball. He was a great athlete. He was great, but he was spoiled. You know what I mean? This kid's been living on his own since he was 17. His parents got him an apartment and let him do it his own way so he could be by that fancy private school. He probably wasn't listening to his dad, his mom, none of that shit. Allegedly.
He's
definitely spoiled.
And look, if he was pouting like a normal person pouts,
grown men don't pout.
I said a normal person, right? If they're upset, then but he doesn't do that. He'd be over there sitting with the dead.
But I hear you. You'd have respected it more if he'd have got up in the coach's face and then they would have had that.
Yes. So,
but he was wrong.
Yeah, he was wrong. We know he was wrong.
Yeah.
But again, if he was doing more stuff to take on that challenge or address it with them right there, I have more respect for him. But if you just getting in your own world, the weirdo universe, it's like.
So when he apologized, did he apologize publicly, or was that something in the locker room?
It was to the coach and I think the locker room too. But I know he apologized to the coach.
And that's a testament to Thomas Brown. And now that you mention it, I think they had asked him something about it, and Thomas Brown said, "We're gonna keep in house."
Keep in house.
Yes. Yeah, because that's
how you do it. You don't let it come out.
Right.
You don't want that turmoil.
Eberflus would have been talking about it, and Ryan Poles, I'm surprised he didn't go on the podcast.
You had a whole public chiming in on what happened, making that decision.
Quarterback.
And they kept it from us. We didn't know. I would have been like, this motherfucker. We already think he's in his own world. So
Bilbo would have been in the game. Bilbo would have been in the game, bro.
We're starting the next game.
Well, I guarantee
I don't know about that, Ace.
I guarantee you this.
He would have apologized after that game.
He's not going to do that with this guy.
If he does, Bilbo would be in the game.
He will put
and to
him in
Ace's
the game.
point, Bilbo would also be starting the next game.
Yeah,
if he pulled that on Ben Johnson.
Yeah, I don't think he'd do that. So,
but he won't do it because Ben Johnson's white. He know where his bread is buttered.
Yeah.
It's a psychology within black folks.
I don't even think it has nothing to do with his color. I think it has something to do with his respect for him.
It's all linked in it. It's all linked up.
And not necessarily respecting anybody on that previous coaching staff to where he got to listen to them wholeheartedly.
They're all ignorant.
I told Ace, it's hindsight, but Poles should have hired Bieniemy to be the offensive coordinator last season, knowing that Eberflus was a lame duck, and that would have been just what Caleb needed. And if he couldn't have respected Bieniemy probably would have put hands on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
The enemy don't take that.
He ain't one of them to put up with any of that disrespect.
Bro, it's a coach-player relationship, man. It's like parent-child almost. Like, it's institutional control. You know, we was coaching Morgan Park, one of the best players. She was all-state. Mouthed off at me and Tori. We kicked her out of the gym. She didn't want to run and want to do shit. Guess what she did after a week of not playing? The girls was begging, y'all go find her and get her back on the team. She was expecting us to come look for her and shit. She came back begging to be back on the team and was running the lines and all that shit, doing the suicides and finishing first and not doing that shit lazy. It's the principalities of these matters, Smokey. You ain't too far gone to see that, is you?
No. Not
You know what I'm saying? But no, I didn't hear about that, bro.
Yeah. I was like, I just know y'all gonna cover that.
No, we didn't hear about it. I didn't hear about it.
Just whatever y'all do, go back and watch it. It's really not. I mean, the cast that they did, it's like because it was like a live stream, but it was like an hour and something long. But really, they're covering that part in like the first 20 minutes.
That's why they ran Keelan Allen ass out of town though, because he was going on podcasts like, you know, speaking and like some people just ain't listening. You try to tell the motherfucker something.
Right.
That's what Caleb seemed like. We kept asking, like, ain't the veterans? Why the veterans ain't getting in his face? It's only so far you can go besides whooping his ass. And we in a generation where you can't really do that no more.
You can't put hands on them, they're gonna sue you.
Well, they're gonna sue you and call the police.
Now see, it's
locker room fight. This nigga going to jail.
What they have to adapt to is because veterans. Yeah, you want to tell them, hey, you got to do this when this, and when it's that, you do this.
We're going to whoop your ass.
But at the same time, when it's a rookie starting
captain,
don't want to.
This is why me and Ace said you don't have to start.
That was a cap as a captain. But you don't want to.
You said you've got to start him.
Because of where you picked him.
It don't matter. If he's showing these characteristics, you don't have to start him.
Unless you had a bona fide veteran or person on your staff to start. If you pick a guy number 1 overall, he's starting. That's just how it is.
Even if he comes in your office and shits on your desk, you're still starting.
That's why I'm telling you that if you're starting him, when you don't want to lose him in that first season, right? You don't want.
Oh my
there's
gosh.
been
He's a coddler.
players.
He's a coddler.
What do you mean a coddler?
You're part of the problem, guys like you.
Do you know how many people been picked like that and they never recover from whether it's bad play or coaches getting on them?
This guy is generational.
According to whom?
What I'm saying is,
you listen.
All you people that want to run jail one at a time.
Oh, there you go again.
If he's not a leader, if he's not a leader,
comparing them to that motherfucker.
Diesel, if he's not a leader of men, all I'm saying is Aaron Rodgers, right, is a Hall of Famer. Nobody said you got to start him. Now I know you're going to say, well, they had Brett Favre. We had a veteran quarterback that we could have kept as opposed to moving off of a 6, and we could have let him earn it. Peyton Manning even said it. He said he wanted to earn the position. He didn't want to think that it was given to him. Peyton wasn't coming around disrespecting coaches and mouthing off every time they said something. He was being coached. So this is the type of leadership you expect from your quarterback. And until he understands that and how to be an NFL quarterback, and this is a business, he can sit his ass down on the bench like everybody else. Doesn't matter where he was
Peyton
drafted.
Manning didn't sit. He started that first
but
year.
Peyton Manning
had one of the worst rookie seasons throwing his rookie interception.
What bylaw in the league rules says you can't start someone who's drafted number 1 overall? What do you mean you can't? What rule are they going to fine you?
Look, you'll have your whole, again, if you got a proven veteran that's there, and in these cases, like with the Packers, you talking about Hall of Famers that you replacing. The 49ers, Hall of Famer that you replacing. If you got those type of people, then yeah, and matter of fact, Aaron Rodgers wasn't drafted till the 2nd round, if I'm correct.
Nah.
He wasn't drafted in the first round.
You don't back yourself.
The first overall pick.
But listen, if you
start him in the first round,
he went like 20-something. I promise you, I think it was the 2nd round.
What I'm saying is, if you start him, you back yourself in a corner because you got nowhere to go. Because now if you bench him and put in the backup because this guy's having trouble, like they had to do with Bryce Young, if you do that, then you put him under more pressure. So why not sit him for the first 8 weeks or so until he actually earns the position? Peyton Manning went to the head coaches, which is why I brought him up, and said, I don't want to start unless you think that I've earned it, that you think that I'm actually ready. We're not just throwing you the fuck out here. You can't even take snaps under center.
Was like
you
can't even do a cadence. Listen. You acting as if that's me saying no, I'm telling you how the league is today, bro.
Yes.
That's 20-something years ago with Peyton Manning.
But the league said you can't win with a running back, and they went out and got Saquon Barkley and had a defensive line and offensive line and won a Super Bowl with a 3rd-tier quarterback. But the league said you got to have somebody throwing the ball all around.
5,000 yards a season.
You go ahead and you get your lobbyists, you and Ace, and you go storm the commissioner's office, and then you make your case. Because that's what the league does.
The commissioner didn't make any rules.
I'm telling you, it's the owners. The owners pass that down to the GMs. They do. They pass.
So Philadelphia doesn't have an owner. They don't listen to none of that. They're playing bare football and they're winning championships.
Man, listen.
And you don't like it.
No, it ain't that. We talking about quarterbacks. You trying to jump ship on a whole different thing. We talking about
their quarterback is a 3rd-tier quarterback.
No, we're talking about quarterbacks drafted number 1. They starting them unless you got a proven.
And how does that work out?
Back there.
Most number 1 quarterbacks fail. So you might as well sit them over there and let them develop, or it takes you 2 or 3 years to develop anyway.
And we had an owner that was there for 100 damn years.
Yeah. Back in the 80s, the first number 1 quarterback who starting, I think, was Dan Marino. They didn't start that shit until the 80s, bro. Quarterbacks would sit like everybody fucking else because their job is so hard to learn. They got to learn all of that. And now you're paring down your offense, only using half of the field, and you're losing ball games. And coaches are getting fired. But you want to repeat the narrative of the National Football League and the commissioner of football.
I don't. I'm telling you what they do. That's my whole point of the argument. I was like, if they draft the quarterback number 1, they gonna start him.
You said they have to start him.
They do.
You can't.
You look, if you pick anywhere but 1, you don't have to start them. The way it is now, if you pick that motherfucker with the 1st overall pick, unless you got a
they sat Bryce Young ass down, didn't they, Ace? Number 1 overall pick, they sat his ass down. And then he came back, lit a fire under his fucking pants, and he been balling ever since.
He started though, right?
Yeah, that was a mistake.
You find that out after the fact. But
that's dumb.
I'm not saying it's smart. I'm telling you, that's how it is, bruh. That's how it is, bro. If you draft a quarterback with the 1st overall pick, unless you got a proven, bona fide veteran on your staff.
We had a veteran. We had JF1. We moved off of.
But no veteran, he's still under his rookie deal. He wasn't on no veteran. And promise you, he wouldn't have wanted to be here anyway if they kept him. Because he was looking for an extension.
This ain't about what people want. This is a business. You ain't too far gone to see that, is you?
Hey, he ain't too far gone to see that his damn self.
It's a business. So he would have been playing quarterback, but Caleb in his rearview mirror.
He was in the league like that was like his third. He's been going into his fourth.
That would have been his 4th year. He'd have been playing for
He wasn't
$5 million.
That's a veteran. You're a 4-year veteran. The average NFL career is 3 years.
He wasn't proven.
Well, none of the quarterbacks we had before him were proven.
He was more proven than the rookie.
They was getting us to the playoffs.
We didn't have a playoff roster.
That was defense in the running game.
Our roster sucked.
Yeah, well, we could have. Even when Fields, when that motherfucker, man, they ran blowing games and shit. Don't compare. Quit comparing that motherfucker.
What I'm saying is, we had a quarterback. If you wanted to get Caleb, make him earn it. Make him don't and he would have been better for it. He got his ass kicked. He got sacked 68 times. Y'all talking about breaking a Bears record in total yards. He broke a Bears record in total sacks in a season. He broke that record. He almost broke the record of consecutive losses. Nobody else did that. Not Mitch Trubisky, not Jim McMahon. Nobody else lost 10 straight fucking games.
And quiet as it's kept, most of you act like all them sacks was on him. It was on that bogus offensive line. And they could have signed a veteran.
Vince Evans didn't even. Vince Evans with that horrible lineup he played under, he didn't lose 10 straight games.
He wasn't the quarterback you keep if you freaking drafting the #1 quarterback. That says you made a decision to move off of this guy as your quarterback for the future.
But you lead from the front. You don't have to do what everybody else
That's why they got rid of him.
You don't have to do it every
every time I'm on this, it always leads back to the same old argument. Y'all want to compare everything to Fields. Everything. Everything.
We can compare it to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts was drafted in the 2nd round.
This is what I've been saying. Jalen Hurts
developed an offensive line that he can run behind.
Yeah. Got him a
great defense. Yeah. A good team. They went to the Super Bowl.
And he was MVP of both of them. They just didn't give him the MVP of the first one because they lost, but he should have got it in a loss.
The only thing I knock about Hurts is he still runs like he's constipated. I mean, that's about it. He's still running like he's constipated.
He's a winner.
I'm not saying that he's not.
History has shown that the quarterbacks who sit for X amount of time generally do better. Now, there's some exceptions. Cam Newton. There's some exceptions, but that's not the rule. Just because the league and all the other GMs want to do one thing and all those GMs get fired. It's the GMs, San Francisco. They move off a motherfucker. They put Mr. Irrelevant and moved off of the high, flashy draft pick, and they got Mr. Irrelevant out there. And if you think Caleb Williams is going to be running around here painting his fingernails where Michael Penix is winning games, Justin Fields is winning games, and he's going to be losing, if you think they're not going to sit his ass down, you're sadly mistaken, buddy. You're sadly mistaken. He on the clock. I know he's y'all quarterback. He on the clock.
He's definitely on the clock. You got a new head coach and
$13 million head coach.
And your general manager got a new damn contract, so he wants to do whatever it takes to stay here.
Vet with the Jays said that was Justin Fields. I don't know what he means by that. Clarify that. Vet with the Jays. He's probably talking about that was Justin Fields, a veteran quarterback, right? I think that's what he's talking about. We had a quarterback, but the whole thing was Caleb's ego.
No, listen. If you drafting a quarterback, this one don't even matter if you're the first overall pick, right? If you're drafting a quarterback in the first round of a draft, and the quarterback who you drafted in the first round a couple of years ago hasn't even finished his rookie contract, that means he is no longer your quarterback of the future. You trade that quarterback, or you bench him.
No, that means he's possibly no longer your quarterback of the future.
He doesn't.
That means he's possibly. It depends on how this other quarterback develops.
You don't.
Do you think if Aaron Rodgers didn't develop to who he became, that they would have moved off of Brett Favre so fast?
He's not going to complain because he knows there's a Hall of Famer who's out there playing still. So he's going to sit there with his mouth shut.
And he's going to work his ass off. He's going to be in the playbook. He's not going to be doing podcasts.
Whatever he's doing. right? Well,
You know,
the podcast and stuff didn't start for till later for a lot of
but
these
that's what you
quarterbacks.
want. You want a guy to earn it.
I'm not, listen, I'm not saying what they did was right. I'm saying that that's what teams do. If you drafting a quarterback in
They're all
the
losers,
first
too.
round
They're all losers.
of the draft, and you drafted another quarterback a few years ago in the first round, his rookie contract ain't up, and you draft another one in the first round. That he's like dead meat. He's just meat sitting there. Because you're saying when you draft him in the first round, he's no longer our quarterback of the future. If you get him in the second, the third, the fourth, he could still stay on your staff, right? But if you get a quarterback in the first round,
no, you're saying that if that quarterback you draft behind him pans out to be better than the one that you.
It's that's not how they get down. That quarterback is going. If it's the first round, you've given up on this dude. Period.
No.
Yes. Oh,
not necessarily.
Man,
you don't have to have that mindset.
That's the mindset. You're not going to use a first round pick on a quarterback.
Okay, and that's the mindset that we
he's not
reject.
up.
We reject that mindset.
Okay.
And just because 50 people jump into Lake Michigan in the middle of winter, that doesn't mean you have to do it.
They're all executives. I would do that. If I'm drafting a quarterback in the first round, whether he's the first pick or the 25th pick, doesn't matter, and I just drafted one in the first round a couple of years ago, that means I gave up on the one a couple of years ago. He's no longer going to be our quarterback of the future.
That means you also you did everything you could to make him successful, and you didn't.
Whether you did or didn't, if I'm drafting one now, he gone. Period.
Nah.
That's just how it is. Get over that frustration.
But why? Why is it like that?
Go because otherwise you're going to take him in a later round. If you still hoping on this guy,
no. Why is it like that?
Because it's too much of a pick, too much of an investment. That's what it is.
But you're not losing anything. You already got the other guy.
He's got to go. He's got to go.
So you keep throwing new rookies to the wolves
till you get the right one. What the fuck? What the fuck? You gonna sit there with the wrong one and you just keep them? Yeah, well,
it's called player development. You have to develop quarterbacks.
Some people can't be developed.
You got to develop a team.
Some people can't be developed to what you want. And if it's going to take you to that player get to his 8th year and he ain't for him to develop, the fuck out of here. No.
Not his 8th year. It was his 3rd year.
No, I'm saying to develop him because he ain't going to have it in 3 or 4. So it's going to take you.
So you move off of him and then they go to the Vikings and they're Sam Darnold and they go 14-3. So you move off of them, and then they become, what's the kid at Tampa Bay right now?
Baker Mayfield.
And they become Baker Mayfield, and everybody's picking them potentially to go to the NFC Championship. Many people are. So you move off of them, and they become the dude at Detroit. What's the quarterback for Detroit's name right now? They become Jared Goff because you moved off of them.
Let them. Look, every system, there's a system that can generally suit.
And then those guys get fired.
Quarterbacks.
And then those guys get fired. The GMs, the coaches, all of them.
There's a system that can usually suit most QBs. Now, even if they get in the right system, doesn't mean that they're going to playing with whatever their skill set is, doesn't mean that they're going to be like a potential playoff team every year. But there's a system for everybody. So if you in the wrong type of system, or with the coaches and coordinators, then you move on. And then until you find something and get a chance, because you might be the backup, and then something may happen with
we
the
need to do a show on quarterbacks they moved off on and regret it.
Hey, you can do that.
Everybody wants to move off people and not take the time to develop. The Ace has been trying to tell you, develop your team. The reason Bryce Young struggled is because they had him out there with a shit unit. And once they got his offensive line together and started drafting people in the trenches, now he's looking better and he's more developed. He's been in the league. The game slowed down for him. So it takes 2-3 years for the game to slow down for these quarterbacks, bro.
Look, I'm about to give you.
But you're moving off everybody.
I'm going to give you the last 20 number 1 overall picks that were quarterbacks. Okay?
Yeah.
Cam Ward for the Titans.
Mhm.
That's this year. He started. Didn't he start today? Pretty sure he did.
Didn't have a quarterback.
What quarterback did they have?
No. We talking about number 1 overall picks.
Right.
And it's going back to my point of if you draft from number 1, you play him, right?
No,
So,
your
They're not
point
a quarterback.
is
They have no choice.
Yeah.
Let me finish. I'm going to go through them. Cam Ward,
Okay.
Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, Travon Walker. He wasn't no. Was he a first? No, he couldn't.
No, don't use AI. You got
No. Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff, Jameis Winston. It's got mixed in other players. Andrew Luck, Cam Newton, Sam Bradford, Matthew Stafford, and then I'll close it at 20 with Jamarcus Russell. So
that wasn't 20.
No, I'm saying it because it had some players
What
mixed
the hell
in.
is going on?
It had regular
I'm
players.
telling you, bro,
mixed
they're gonna
in.
throw that earpiece.
No,
in
it had
your
all
parents
of
gonna
the.
be like, my
No, it
kid's not
basically
slow.
gave all the 20, the past 20 number 1 overall picks
All right,
because you
all right,
had in
but-
there Miles
all right,
Garrett.
go ahead and make your point.
The point is there's at least 10 QBs out of the last 20 first overall picks. And I think all of them, maybe 1 or 2, all of them started after they were picked.
One Super Bowl, and that guy had to win it in another city.
Yeah. How many of them won the Super Bowl on their rookie deals? Huh?
Let's see.
Nah.
None of them may have won the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
but they were getting to the playoffs. Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray,
What are you suiting
Baker
up for?
Mayfield, Jared Goff, Andrew Luck, Cam
Yeah,
Newton,
what are
Sam
you suiting up
Bradford,
for?
Matthew Stafford. I mean, come on, man. If I'm just saying,
What-
my whole point is if they drafted him number 1,
Matthew Stafford had a playoff lineup when he got there, and so did Caleb. He didn't get to the playoffs.
I'm talking about when he was in Detroit. That's who drafted him.
I mean, not Matthew Stafford. You brought up the dude from Indianapolis.
Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look, even with Andrew Luck, they
And Matthew
forced
Stafford
Peyton
didn't
out.
go to the playoffs his rookie season.
They
That's
forced
cap.
Peyton out. They forced Peyton out. No, I'm saying whether he went to the Super Bowl or not, they started him. He become a bona fide legit QB. That's the whole point. I think only one of them QBs out of them was a bust, which was Jamarcus Russell.
So what you're saying is if you set them for the first 8 or 12 weeks, or even their rookie season, that would affect them in a way where negatively, where it would be worse
it wouldn't be
for their career?
It wouldn't be negatively. It's just their thought process that when they take these guys that high now, they usually play them unless they got somebody on that staff.
We all know what's been happening. We're saying you don't have to do it that way.
Yeah, but they do. Their fan base gets all on them.
It's not working.
Imagine this guy in the executive meetings.
Yeah.
We got to do what everybody else is doing.
No, I ain't doing that.
Ryan
No.
Poles would love you.
No, I'm not doing that.
We got to listen to the outside noise.
You guys think with too much damn emotion about players that you have feelings for.
It's not working.
I mean, that's exactly how y'all think.
You just know all of those number 1 quarterbacks, and only one won a Super Bowl, and he had to go to another team to do it.
And very few of them shine their first year. Now, Cam Newton, you should have.
I named Cam Newton.
Right. He balled out his rookie season. Balled out.
Joe,
You know what I'm saying?
listen. Joe Burrow been to
Balled
a Super
out. Balled out.
Been to a Super Bowl.
Didn't win it.
Jared Goff been to a Super Bowl.
Didn't win.
But he had a genius coach
Yeah.
and great running back. He had
Andrew Luck didn't go to
He had a whole
Super
squad
Bowl,
around him.
But Andrew Luck went to the AFC Championship like 3 times.
But
Well, okay, that's great.
Andrew Luck had inherited a playoff roster. The only reason they didn't get to the playoffs is because Peyton Manning was hurt, and so they lost a whole lot of games.
And they moved off of him.
Right.
But Matthew Stafford
And
been
never
to
won a Super Bowl again. And Peyton won one in Denver, and they would have won at least 2-3 more in in Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
They not moved off.
The point is that a lot of those guys, they developed into solid quarterbacks, and more than half of them are probably, at least half of them probably make the Hall of Fame.
And my point is, they probably would have developed the same, if not better, if you didn't just rush them out there when they didn't know their head from their ass.
That might be true, but I'm telling you, that's not what these GMs do.
Well,
in the past,
we know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
They
why
don't-
you guys keep crying the blues?
They're not crying. They're not
for Justin
winning.
Fields.
Right.
You keep crying the
Right.
blues for Fields.
They said it. They all end up.
If you just would have stayed,
They all end
with
up
him,
fired. They all end up
if
fired.
you just would have stayed with him. That's what it all comes back to. The common denominator for you and you is at the end, there's JF1 that you guys want to
My
refer
common
back to for
denominator
that
is
fucking up.
everybody at every position, which is what Coach Ben Johnson does, which is why he's successful. Everybody at every position has to earn the starting role. He doesn't care how they put their pants on, what color their nail polish is, and this should be organizational for your organization from the top to the bottom. I don't care who was drafted where. When camp starts, the best play. I don't care what mistake we made in the draft. I don't care what our predispositions were. Or this guy's about to be the next Babe fucking Ruth, and you get in there and he can't hit a baseball yet because he's not ready. You send him down to Double-A.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining about that.
What are we
I'm
talking
telling
about?
you, because you motherfuckers keep referring to JF1 on every argument.
We
Every
haven't said
argument.
anything about
When you go back
JF1.
to him, I got to
I knew
get
he
on
came
your
in here to
ass.
get on. JF1 had a great day, and I knew he came on
He
here
had
to poop
a
on
We haven't
JF1.
said anything about
He
JF1.
had a decent day. I'm telling you.
right.
I seen him stepping up, and instead of running, he was right there, ready
Like
to
they
run
did-
a lot of them plays, and he threw the ball.
It's like he's been developing.
All I'm saying is the best GMs, they don't listen to other people. The Bulls didn't listen to people say you can't win running the triangle. You know what I mean? They didn't listen to, well, everybody in the league is running this. They didn't listen to that. The problem with the NBA today is because everybody's doing step backs and doing analytics and shooting threes. But the smart teams like Denver, who decided we're not going to necessarily do that, they're winning. This is what I'm saying. The smart teams win.
Yeah.
That's all. Give me your final words, Diesel. And then Ace, we want to hear yours. And give me your picks before the end of business day, bro. We need that.
I'll text him too.
All right, appreciate it.
Final words. This goes to all the NFL teams. Play your goddamn starters more in the preseason. If they get hurt, they're going to get hurt. But to go out there and use the first couple of games as basically your practice, you already going to be behind the 8 ball from drops, from balls being dropped. I'm telling you, it's like, if you watched a lot of them games, I was like up to here. I'm so sick of listening to commentary from the people calling these games that I'm starting to mute the TV and not listen to them talk because they don't have a fucking clue. You'll see balls that are caught and they're like, oh, man, they called it incomplete. And then they're not even harping on, man, he had 2 feet down. What are you talking about? He had control when he went to the ground. And then when they go, oh, they overturned it. They act like they so shocked, but if you were watching, you would have seen that in the first place. A lot of these announcers, they're older. So they don't have their wit no more. They're not picking up on it. Keep hiring new people. I don't mind you hiring ex-players or people who are affiliated with the league. Hire them, because I'm sick of seeing these old fogies any damn way, messing up calling games and hearing that same stuff every single week. Watch when we watch the Bears. All right, at least the Bears, the radio people, be on it. I can't say that for the people.
Those people you're hating on are the ones, if it's a rookie quarterback drafted #1, you got to go out there and start them. They're the ones programming your brain to believe that this is normal. But go ahead.
I'm telling you that's what the GMs do. And again, I'm not going to refer to you guys on that no more because I know it goes back to JF1 and your hurt feelings. Now, Bills and Ravens tonight. I'm about to go and catch that game before it kick off in like 5 minutes.
What you got in that game?
Neither one of them. I don't like. I don't like him. I don't like.
Bum
you know
rubber.
what?
Yeah, so it's gonna be a tie. You're rubbing your
Baltimore
bum on the
was
fence.
You know what? Baltimore was showing me more in the preseason that they were prepared more so. Buffalo was playing like dog crap. Remember, the Bears beat the brakes off of them, right? Wasn't that Buffalo we played? Yeah. So yeah, take the Ravens.
Yeah, but Allen didn't play.
I don't
Out there,
care.
gorgeous quarterback.
I
And they
don't
starting
care.
off.
It was
All
still
right.
everybody
He's
else
smart.
was playing.
Okay.
So what? He rusty because he didn't play. That's what my whole point. Play him in the preseason. If he get hurt, he get hurt. Yeah, but that's it. Make sure y'all check out that interview I was talking about.
Yeah, CHGO Sports. Yeah, I like that shit.
Bear down.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to them. Yeah, Bear Down and FGB, Diesel. Appreciate you pulling up.
I'm out. Peace.
FGB.
Yeah. So he's gonna ride the fence with his bum once again. On there, fella.
All the way to the last game of the night.
Of the season. All right. Go ahead. We had part of your final words, but we've just added some stuff and the game starts in 5 minutes. Go ahead and roll me your final words.
Yeah, I'm just gonna finish up on what this young man is expounded here, coming in and with his Johnny Come Lately comments. You don't have to do what everybody does to get the same result that everybody gets. I believe that every team in the NFL laces them up every year to win the championship trophy. And you're telling me that you're going to draft a quarterback, throw him out there. Hopefully he gets it. If he doesn't, cool, we can go and get another quarterback a few years later. Yeah.
Even if you got the worst offensive line in the history of the NFL.
You never helped the quarterback that you had. You had him throwing the equanimous St. Brown and Petrus and whatever other bums that were running around with for the Chicago Bears in your wide receiver room. So now you decide you want to fix the damn team and you want to go out and spend all the money you can on this generational quarterback and put him out there with his arrogant attitude and inability to relate to his teammates. When you had a good locker room guy, a strong quarterback, a guy that wanted to play football, at least he could have transitioned him over if you wanted to get rid of his contract.
Fan favorite.
Fan favorite, cheering for him at the end of the season. At least you could have transitioned from him to this new quarterback and his feel. We don't give a damn about hurt feelings. We want to win some damn football games. And if we could have traded that pick and maybe brought in a Michael Penix, so maybe we could have talked to some of these guys that were available instead of just predetermining we're going with the generational quarterback. We could have fixed this team through the draft like you said you were going to do when you brought your ass here a few years ago, talking about we're going to build through the draft and never and take the North and never give it back. But you came here and when your ass got on the line, you started going out and free agency finding any offensive lineman that you could that you can pay to come in and fix the situation. You went and started getting wide receivers so your generational quarterback can have somebody to throw the damn ball to. And now everybody wants to say, well, it was time to move off Justin because his rookie contract was over. Justin had no damn help here, and it was time for him to leave for his own damn sanity. So for all of you, we're going to just get us a quarterback and put him out there and see what happens because he was the #1 overall pick. You damn right they're putting him out there. If they go spend $100 million on the offensive line and go get a #9 pick in the draft to be his wide receiver roommate, and then go to next year and get another guy that should have been in the first round as a wide receiver. Yeah, I guess you will.
And the only other quarterback you got is Mr. Undrafted Tyson Bagent.
Yeah,
you're damn right you're putting him out there. But go ahead.
Yeah, so that's my final word. I mean, I'm done with Justin. He's gone. I'm happy he's finding his development in another city. It's just that the fact that people wanted to move off of him because he had no help, no offensive line, no coaching.
And a shit defense that they're finally starting to acknowledge on national media. What I've been saying, Ace, the quarterback's best friend is a running game and a defense.
Yeah. So we let the running back go. We traded all the defensive players, and we never developed the offensive line or the defensive line or his wide receiver room while he was here. So it's not that we see Justin as being the end all be all, but he wasn't given the opportunity here in Chicago. The general manager lied and said he was going to do what he could to give Justin the opportunity. Then he moved off of him as soon as he could, and he moved off the coach as soon as he needed to save his own ass. And
and he
devalued
the young man. He devalued him, and before the trade,
they had no reason to. You cut your nose off to spite your damn face, because if you would have traded him at the trade deadline and went with Bilbo for the rest of the season, there would have been no big difference. You knew you were going to get rid of the damn coach. You knew you wanted to get in the position to get that #1 pick, and once you got there, come on, man. So the whole philosophy or mentality of these armchair GMs that we should just get a quarterback and the team is going to be great the next year, or get us a quarterback and throw him out there with no offensive line and no running game and no wide receivers and everything's going to work out is absolutely asinine. So, that's
we can
my
win on that
word.
rookie deal. We got to win on that rookie
We're
deal.
going to win on that. We're going to win when you develop a damn football team, when you develop an offense and a complementary defense and special teams. You build talent, and you build talent and develop your players. You can do that when you get a big-ass haul with the #1 draft picks that you had, but instead you went out and blew the whole damn budget on free agency and bringing in this generational pick and didn't talk to anybody damn
And you
else.
triple down on Eberfuck. Go ahead.
Yeah, and brought him back. And you knew damn well once you got rid of Justin, you should have fired the head coach. But we're all Justin supporters. We have no idea what's going on in football.
You
but
should
my
have brought
final
in a
word,
new coach before you even moved off Justin.
absolutely.
Remember they
Absolutely.
re-signed him. Yeah, but go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, they got to the end of the year, they got rid of Justin, and then you bring it and you go draft a #1 quarterback, and you got a coach you knew damn well who didn't know what the hell he was doing. Everybody in the NFL knew that. So you telling me this guy should be re-signed as a general manager, fire pose, FGB, and that's my final word.
Hey man, great passion. And when I heard that post dude say, "Yeah, guys, sometimes you got to tune out the outside noise." Bro, that's like your doctor. You're hearing that before you go into surgery and shit. And you don't understand, bro. Like, you're the professional, man. Like, we're armchair doctors, but I expect you to be tuning out that shit.
Right. Why do you have to make that statement?
Hey, surgery team. I don't want y'all to listen to the guys on the internet.
I already went on YouTube this morning. I figured out how to do this surgery. So we're going to keep out the outside noise now that we're in surgery and try and get this done the best way we can.
Right.
Come on,
That should have
man.
been done in his interviews. No NFL team listens to the outside. No professional organization listens to the outside noise.
If you get here as a general manager or president and you guys don't develop a philosophy of the way you want your organization run or how you want to damn win,
how you going to draft, right?
Yeah. What the hell are you doing?
They listen to Courtney Cronin and all the questions the media keep asking them, which is great. Which is why oh man, I wanted to play this video. Go ahead, bro. Keep going. Don't leave. I know you got to bounce, but I want to play one. It's the coach. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it's just tough to hear this narrative about our general manager and how you build a team to win, and you do this and do that. They yeah, man. We've been playing quarterbacks for the last 100 years. You've got to do what it takes to build all the talent on your team. You got to have talent on all different levels of your team, special teams, offense, defense. If you can find a special quarterback, that's great. But there ain't that many of them out there.
Facts. But, bro, I wanted you to see this before you go, and I think you may have seen it. Air quotes. This is what we wanted out of Eberflus. This is the type of shit Dicker used to say when we won our last Super Bowl.
All right.
He's finally putting the media in their place, and we've been listening to them attack our quarterbacks for 5 years. Listen to this guy, because they're trying to set him up, to ask some dumb questions. What are you looking for out of Caleb for him to be successful for a big Monday night game? They're giving fodder to these national media types. In the local news, they are worried about Caleb. You know what I mean? And watch how he nips this. Watch how he nips this in the bud.
I think it's going to be an electric atmosphere. So we're going to need that fan support every step of the way. With that, I'll go ahead and open it up.
Risk of a broad question. What do you want to see Caleb do Monday night?
Win the football game.
In terms of his own performance, does it matter how
all that matters is us winning the game.
You hit his days
that's all we need to see from our quarterback, from our offense, from our defense, from our special teams. We're just all we're focused on is what do we need to do to win the game. I think it's going to be an electric atmosphere.
Isn't that all we were saying with Justin, bro? Not to bring him back up, but he got through for 350 yards. We never had a 4,000-yard quarterback. 4,000 and all that.
Who gives a damn,
man?
This is a throwing league. You got to be able to throw for 4,000 or 5,000 yards if you're going to win.
He said all that. Yeah, modern football.
Yeah.
Yeah. But great final words, bro. Who you got in the game, man?
I'm going with Ray Ray.
You going with Ray Ray? You got a score?
It's gonna be high scoring.
Where they playing at?
30, 35, 31.
Yes, at Bills. So you got Ray Ray winning on the road, 35-31. I'm going with Josh Allen. And I'm going to say, I like your score, but I'm going to say 31-28. I'm going with the Bills.
All
right, bro. Appreciate you. Can we get a bear down and FGB before you bounce?
Definitely. Bear down, FGB. It's time for a Monday night party. Get ready, y'all. Chicago Bear football. Bear down. And FGB to the highest level of F-ivity.
And anybody who cheers for him.
For sure.
All right, bro. One love. Appreciate you.
One.
As today's journey comes to a close, we've seen how Micah Parsons' move to FGB isn't just a blockbuster trade. It's a seismic shift that could redefine the NFC North. We've walked through every tilt on the Bears schedule and pinpointed the weeks where Chicago can shock the world. We've charted our picks for division crowns, peered into the AFC and Papa Bear Hallett's title game, and placed our Super Bowl chips on the table. We've teased out the storylines that would dominate stadiums and living rooms alike. Our predictions aren't just guesses. They're the product of matchup angles, roster arcs, and momentum swings that can tilt the season. Keep an eye on those under-the-radar matchups. They'll likely decide more than a few playoff briefs. Thanks for riding shotgun through our full spectrum forecast. If you found value in our takes, subscribe, share your feedback, and let us know which bold prediction you're banking on this season. The game's always on, and we'll be here to call it like we see it. This isn't just content, it's connection. And it means more because you're all here. Stay locked in. We appreciate your support and enthusiasm for the Mouthpiece Included pod. If you have any more questions or need further information, feel free to reach out and ask. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and as always, he's gone, I don't know. I'll say it. And as always, bear the F down. And until next time, FGB. All right, Karen, you're going to take us out of here. Everybody's going to be watching the game, national televised. You got the color out there.
Win the game. I think it's going to be an electric atmosphere. So we're going to need that
Put a
fan
shovel on the
support
ground.
every step of the way.
Breaking
With that,
my
I'll go
heart,
ahead and open it
man.
up.
Risk of a broad question.
Breaking
What do you
my
want to
heart.
see
You
Caleb
guys going to
do
get your
Monday
little
night?
suburban
Win the football
stadium,
game.
you know.
In terms of his own
And
performance.
you probably have halter top night, fingernail night. All right.
Put a shovel on the ground.
Breaking my heart, man.
Yeah.
Breaking my heart. You guys gonna get your little suburban stadium and your little, and you probably have halter top night, fingernail night. fingernail paint now. You get your fingernails painted.
I'm not going out there, man. I go watch them out of town before I go to damn out of town.
All right. You find yourself sliding through. You might be in LA. On Florence and Norman. Hey, homie. Hey, man, come here. You better. You might be in Chicago. Woo! Dipping down Ashland. You better. Chill back. Check your 6. Double check that blind spot. Use that blind spot assist. Guard your grill. Bear down. Knuckle up. And don't forget it, baby. And don't forget to.
Whatever you do, don't forget it. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, Butterfly.
Forget to bring your mouthpiece.
Sure. Don't forget it.